What's up? What's up? What's up? So, as you know, Safaree Samuels has been going through his problems with Erica Mena, and there's a lot of fathers out there that saw this and was like, yeah, because unfortunately for them, they've experienced a lot of this in their lifetime. And unfortunately, again, men, especially black men, are not heard when it comes to the court of law, with women and babies, period. There seems to be a different type of concern when it comes to the narratives. Now, when you start seeing the narratives and the changes, when you have only certain minimal things that are benefiting you in the process, you start to witness the change in people, the change in situations, the change in financial positions. And Safaree is somebody I've known for years. I spoke through the whole Nicki Minaj situation, and to see him go through this. When I met him, he didn't have any children. He was dating Nicki. They had just were broken up, and he reached out to me over a situation that happened with him and Nicki Minaj, and he told me I was correct. Like, how did you even know? He was like, how did you even know? It was so scary that I knew, like, the conversation they had. And he was like, dude, that was scary. You knew the conversations we had. He was like, that's the scary part about it. So it was Rock'em Sock'em Robots over there at Safaree House. Work the bag, baby, work the bag. So when I talk to him, speed back, go, 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 go. So no, when the situation went down, it became a point of Safaree trying to explain himself to a bunch of people that don't want to listen. Now, Safaree is, if he's filed for full custody, it would be best for him. But when you have joint custody, that's supposed to work a lot better for you. That helps you with visitation. What you don't do is let her get full custody and then y'all working it out. That don't work. Full custody, she has full control and you have no control. So it makes no sense for you to even allow something like that to go on. Well, she's very possessive and controlling. I've known Erica Mena since she first went to Las Vegas. She used to mess with Floyd Mayweather and they guys. And it's shocking and funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's weird to me how nobody has any anguish when it's a woman attacking a man. But y'all so outraged about Diddy and Cassie. So we pick and choose who we like that's getting abused. Because if this man is going through abuse, getting hit, the whole nine, they gonna say, well, look at him and look at her. She can't hurt him. It's not about that. Anybody can hurt anybody. Don't matter about size. She could have taken his life. Did you see what happened to Steve McNair? He was quite bigger than that woman, and she took him out while he was sleeping. So while no one has any self-concern about what he's going through, he has to show you examples of what he's been dealing with. Like, if you want to see some of the examples, we will magnify it for you so you can just see most people who are fathers understand this behavior when they got children. Some women are scorned because you're not with them no more. They claim they don't want nothing to do with you, but then they get mad when they see any other girl around you. Now, Safaree Samuels is trying to break all this down because it's blowing his mind that this woman could put him in such a situation. I told him not to date this woman, not to not date her, but I couldn't deal with him. I can't promote you and her on this page because I'm like, I can't do that if y'all gonna be together. I don't want nothing to do with that woman because I already seen and knew what type of person she is. She's got anger issues. She snaps out. You know, she was, when I saw her in Vegas, she was the same kind of way. Like, she was like one of the dudes, all grimy, trying to think she was gonna be an R&B singer. No, so I never had a fallout with Safaree. Anybody could have slept with Erica Mena who had money. She was dating somebody on the money team. She was messing around with some dude that was on with Floyd's team, and he had her around. I can't tell you dude's name because I don't really know dude. Dude is like not popular. He's just somebody that Floyd knows, and he was in the group, like hanging out with us all together collectively. So I don't really know what to say. When you see these situations, it's just yeah. Well, these situations are going left, and as you can see, look at her. She's coming to his house, scaling the fence. Look, she hit the ground running. Look at her. She headed to the door. There she is at the door. She banging on that door. Where you at? Talk to me. He don't want to talk to you because you crazy, woman. You a crazy woman. And look, there she is in the house. Look. He's on the phone with the cop. Look, and she just pushing and hitting on him. And he's like, look, I'm not doing anything. Now, what if he decides to push her down and everything else, right? Y'all be like, he's a monster. Right? So when y'all gonna call her the monster? And see, this is what fathers be talking about. Right. And she doing all of this in front of the kids. Look at her, like a spoiled child, knocking stuff all on the floor, breaking stuff in the house, grabbing bags, getting up out of there, telling the kids, come on, let's go. The kids, look, and this is the kind of behavior you want to see. A woman do all this stuff and breaking stuff in the house while he on the phone with his lawyers and stuff. That's what we own. That's okay to do. It looked like iHeartRadio did it. They said somebody else got taken down too. And all I was doing was the right way to do the third-party content. I was like, I stopped it. I had other music on there. The speed was up, everything. I was like, when she talked, I did it fair. I wasn't even attacking her. I was just going over the points of what was facts, what wasn't facts, and everything. And I think they just got nervous. Whatever, they just got nervous about it and said, oh, well, just take it down. Me and KB
and that
really, really pissed me off. And then I just went scorched earth, man. And it's on the Patreon. It's bad. It's a bad video, man. If I get in trouble, that's my going out song. That's gonna be it right there. Boy, I let her have it. Yeah, I let her have it.
I got 2 videos demonetized and 1 taken down. I had to trim it out.
Yeah, but I told you how I sent you the message on your phone how you could do the NBA ones.
So okay, I think we're doing that already. I think we waiting on them to give us the
money should be an escrow right now. If you did it right, it'll say escrow.
Okay.
Right where the monetization is, it'll say escrow. So that there'll be an escrow till they review it, and they'll end up releasing it to you. But as I showed you, I get them all approved. It just takes time. So you'll get money. So all the money that's going on now, it'll still be there. It ain't like it ain't gonna make money into the end. As long as you sent it in already and did it the way I told you to do it, then yeah, you're gonna be all right.
All right.
So yeah, man, that's crazy. But this Safaree thing, a lot of people didn't know me and Safaree was cool. Like we we real tight. So this was this me and Safaree, we was in the DM.
So this your fault then, Cino, because you should have told him, hey man.
I told him not to mess with this chick. I told him don't mess with her.
He had to hit it at least once or twice. She fine.
No, not that
one. Hey, that'd be the hardest part, just leaving him alone altogether.
That's when I stopped dealing with him. I said, look, man, I cannot promote you and this woman. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, so yeah, this man Safaree right here, man. And we used to talk all the time. That's how crazy it was. And we would talk about when he was going through that stuff with Nicki Minaj. Like we in the video, and then it was completely crazy about the robbery thing, and it said, where does it say? Like Nicki Minaj, something. And then he said, Nicki team ain't happy. They trying to take down my YouTube channel when I get mad. I done reported the Jay and Lee song. That's when I was having a problem with Nicki because I was dealing with him. And they was like, who the ones that hit you up? And then this is when he was going through Meek Mill. This all in 2018.
Damn.
Yeah, so we going through this whole situation. Right. And then we come right here and it said the line that they had for Yardy, and this is when I was trying to get him on the movie for Idris Elba was filming a movie for Yardy, and he was supposed to, they weren't even finished yet. They were doing reshoots. I was trying to get him in the movie. So he was like, oh, bet. Then we showed the Nicki Minaj thing. And we went all the way through this. And then he said, I can't believe it, bro. I'm not going to lie. The best thing Nicki Minaj could do is make an amends with me. This is in 2018. That would be the biggest form of a promo for her. And I was like, yeah, it might get to a point where she might have to. And that's
damn.
So that's when he was like, hey, he put the whole meme up there like, yep. That's how he felt. This is in 2018. So this ain't even recent. We knew where the point was going with Nick. So we got to talking about this, but MGK. And the last thing we talked about is when he tried to hook me up with this girl, man, this bad chick. And on the video, he trying to hook me up. I was like, thanks for the assist, man. But Drake came in and snaked me. This is 2018. Drake shows up at the end of the video and start talking to the woman.
Damn.
Right after he hooking me up, Drake come on there and start talking to the woman. And I was like, man, thanks for the assist, but Drake snaked me.
It's over with then.
Drake, I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna compete with Drake. Right, Drake show up, it's over.
Yeah.
Yep, and then so after that he moved on, and then I was like, man, he was like, man, you chubby. I'm like, yeah, what you mean I'm chubby? You got me about to go to the gym. Then he was like, man, you big, nigga. I was like, I ain't big, that's just a screen. All you see is my face. Tell her to wait. I'm going to the gym. So,
crazy.
Yeah, so we sitting there and we having this conversation going back and forth. So after this, he started dating Erica Mena. And that's when all conversation ceased. I told him one time, I said, man, look, I can't have no parts. I can't have no parts of that. You're going to have to do that on your own. So that was our last conversation, is that I was telling him, you're going to have to deal with Erica Mena on your own. Erica Mena, I know, when she was out in Las Vegas, she was hanging out with Floyd Mayweather she was sleeping with somebody, one of Floyd's dudes. She was trying to be a singer out there in Hollywood and all this. She was trying to sing. She couldn't sing to save her, and all she was going around, sleeping around, trying to stay close to Floyd and the money team. That's how I remember.
I thought she was from the New York Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know she was way out there in LA too.
Yeah, she's out in Vegas getting tossed up. But she come from New York. But she was like, yeah, I sing. And I was like, all right, well, sing something. She, I was like, oh, Jesus. Goddamn. Oh, I see what you here for. So she wasn't messing with Floyd. She was messing with somebody on the money team.
Your ass funny as shit, boy.
Couldn't sing a lick. But she trouble. Like, everything about her is trouble. She drama. Everything about that girl. That's why Love and Hip Hop fit her perfect. I'm like, oh yeah, well, she'll be a star on it. All she gonna do is create drama. And I warned Safaree. Well, if anybody asks Safaree, ask him. I warned him 100%. I said, Safaree, listen, don't do this. Like this, if you with that woman, I can't promote that. I cannot get behind you and that woman.
She can't be that bad, you know. I'm bullshit. Yeah,
she basically ruined. Well, I wouldn't even say she ruined. What's his name? But that's the one DJ Envy got caught up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what messed him up. And I was like, Envy was out there with 50 Cent and all this, and he thinking he was a player. And the only person he ever been around was her.
Why he ain't just tell her he was married?
She knew she basically didn't know because he never paraded his wife around. He wanted to keep her like in the house, silent and all that. Plus, she was having baby after baby. She was always pregnant and out the picture. So he was just radioed in. But when he go out on the town, he was taking her places like it was his woman.
Huh.
So he was just feeling himself, like thinking he had one with Erica Mena. But I'm like, first of all, I didn't never find her as attractive. She's like typical. Like I'm like, you could find one of those chicks anywhere. That's how I felt. But
yeah,
to each his own. You can like what you like, but the attitude to me, I don't like that.
Nah, the attitude knock her down to like a 2 to me. I can't do that.
Exactly. I'm not. That wouldn't even interest me. She tried to act like one of the guys. She's definitely one of those, like, in charge, take control. She was acting like one of the guys when she was around Floyd. Then too. She was like, she come from New York. You could tell she probably got a box cutter in her goddamn purse.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Right, you ain't gonna want that. I mean, well, some people want that. Like DJ Envy, I could see him dealing with a woman like that. She shut up, smacking him in the mouth, back of the head. His wife doing that now. Them hen pecks, them hen pecks, boy. You could tell him a mile away.
Hell no.
That's why I told Safaree, I'm like, man, you gotta stay away. You keep picking the wrong woman because you look at his track record. Nicki Minaj, same type of role. She boss. She the boss. And he was just taking it. And then I'm like, you put out the song that I'm like, that song made you sing soft. You making a song about Nicki Minaj, like, man, she kissed Nas, man. I felt like a fool. I'm like, man, don't why don't say that? I'm like, you sound like a broken man with a broken heart. Like, man, stop. I'm like, this song makes you look bad. You ain't gonna get no women doing that. Then he ends up with this. And the same, Nicki Minaj, just lower in weight. Smaller version, got a lightweight Nicki Minaj. I'm like, Safaree, what is you doing, boy?
I can't handle all that drama.
I couldn't either. That would do it for me. All that drama would not go over well. Because I was like, that'll be day one. Trying to boss me out. Like, I ran into those chicks. And we bump heads immediately. When they try to control me, eat this, drink this, try this. I'm like, no, I don't want it.
Right. Hey, boy, they be pissed off at me. You always think you got no. I just don't.
I just don't feel like
I just don't want it. Damn.
Hey, if I wanted it, I would have ordered it. Then they try to eat off my plate. I like all of these things are tactical programming that women do. They want to see how much control they can get. These are their test margins to see how far they can push. It start off small, eating stuff off your plate without permission. They just grab their fork. Ooh, let me taste this. I'll be like, look, you're going to get yourself stabbed. Don't play with my food or my drinks. I just want to see what it tastes like. Then I'll cut you a piece and put it on this little sauce and slide it over to you. I'm just going to put your fork in my plate. We going to have a problem. Right. And I'm like, dating women that can't cook is a bad sign. If you date a woman that can't cook, I'm like, you got kids. How can't you cook? Who take care of the kid then? Like, I don't know. She was like, that's because my man I used to date, he used to do all the cooking.
And man, she used to date, did all the cooking.
Yeah, he did all the cooking. And that was his thing. I'm like, my boy like that now. His wife don't cook. He want to do all the cooking. But now he was in a motorcycle accident, so he can't cook. So now, oh, now what's gonna happen? So I'm like, now what's gonna happen? Take out. Yep, and that's exactly what's been happening. Like when I came over there to see how he was doing, they were like, well, you can go ahead and like if you want to, you can order him some food. Like order some food. You want to bring some over? I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm like, I don't know what y'all like. I know what he like to eat. I don't know what y'all like. What y'all like to eat?
That's crazy. I mean, it's cool. Some men might want to cook for that woman, but if she don't know how to cook it, she can't just cook if she need be. That's the problem.
That's a huge problem. My thing is like, look, I can cook, but I don't trust cooking for other people. I'll be like, look, I'm gonna take the risk because I cooked it, but I'm not gonna serve it to nobody else unless I don't like it.
Man, I just didn't see this shit. I'm driving on the highway. This lady broke down on the side of the road. She was trying to pull a fifth wheel, like a smaller, lighter version, like a fifth wheel house. You know how you just pull a little fifth wheel. She was using a goddamn little Porsche Cayenne, and not the truck version. The truck version.
Right.
The little Porsche truck.
That stuff ain't gonna make it. You might break the axle and that.
That's what just happened. She on the side of the road. The axle, the half of the truck on the damn ground. I just looked on. I look like, what the fuck? The truck is in half.
Yeah.
This lady is crazy, man. I don't know who white that is. But Lord help her.
She thought it was strong enough to pull that house. Oh my goodness.
Well, it got out the driveway.
Yeah.
and she on the highway. She was on 10 West. It probably did as much as it can do. A couple of them bumps. It broke that thing and had it smoke. It's smoke everywhere.
All and going is what's gonna really be pulling on that axle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, boy, she just don't know what the hell she did.
Man, I wish I was on the. I wish I had time to stop and take pictures of that shit. Man, she fucked that stuff up.
Be like my house in the.
If I'm the insurance company, I don't even pay for that shit. If I'm the insurance, I'm not paying for that because you could have looked up the VIN number and see what the capabilities of this car was. Yeah. I'm not paying for that shit.
Me either, but my God, it's just with the song now. Our house in the middle of the street. Our house in the middle of the street. They in the middle of the street, boy.
Like she drug it to the side of the road. She drug it to the side of the road, but Lord have mercy.
Oh man. That is
I'm the insurance company. I'm fighting that shit. Ain't nowhere in there. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Half of the car, hey look, half of the car is regular height, and the other half of the car on the ground.
I'm like, all the money you gonna spend to get that house to where you got to get it to, and then you got to get the axle fixed. All of that, you should have just rented a damn something to tote the damn house. Go get you a U-Haul. Rent it'd have been way cheaper.
Man, she could have rented a U-Haul, a bigger U-Haul, towed that fifth wheel, and had the car pulled behind the damn the fifth wheel. Could have attached the car to the fifth wheel. Those U-Haul trucks are strong enough to do that.
Yeah. That's why they made it. That's why then if it break or anything on the U-Haul truck, that's on U-Haul. So you ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
I'm like, now you didn't cost yourself more money. But this is what happened when women want to be independent. Miss Independent. Because if a man was there, a man would have stopped that immediately. If she was with a man would have stopped that immediately. Man would have been, hey, wait a minute.
Nah, that seemed like what it looked like. That had to be an argument. And she said, no, I'm just going to take this motherfucker anyway. He probably told her, you can't take it with that. I'll take it next week. You said that the last time. I'm taking this motherfucker now. Yeah. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, I don't need no man. See that they say that till they need a man. They realize when a man come in valuable.
Man, that was just stupid. I know a lot of women that's smart enough to look at the capacity of a car and say, this ain't going to do it. Now, she was crazy for trying that.
I remember back in the 90s, my uncle told me something down south. Eufaula, Alabama. He said, man, a woman always gonna need a man. Don't ever think they're gonna replace men. And I was like, why? He's like, cuz you cannot take a vibrator home to go meet your parents. I said, oh, okay. Down south logic.
Damn.
That's funny as hell. I cracked up laughing. Said, boy, you can't take, them women can't take no vibrator home and meet their parents. They always gonna need a bed. So I was like, man, that was back in the 90s. So I was like, I think about that all the time, man. That is hilarious.
So you say OMG, Francis Green said my OMG.
Oh, you gonna want to hear his analogy. If it takes two women to equal one man, that'll really drive you crazy. Yeah, he said it takes two women to equal one man. And I was like, how do you figure that? He's like, look, I'm gonna break it down to you just like this. He's like, look, you on an island, right? And let's say it's two women and one man, right? They both sleep with them and they both get pregnant. They know who the father is, don't they? But if you take two men and you put them on the island with one woman and she sleep with both of them and get pregnant, she don't know who the daddy is. So it takes two women to equal one man.
Lord have mercy.
Man.
Hey, yo, you say that was your uncle?
Yeah, he's like my cousin, but he old enough to be my uncle.
Yeah, your cousin drank that whiskey. That whiskey make you talk like that, boy.
Yeah, I mean, when he walked down south, they don't say they want some liquor. They just say, I'm thirsty. Come on, man, we thirsty.
That's what I got that uncle say, boy, I'm sure is thirsty.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Down
there, boy. Yeah, we were down south, man. Come on, man, we thirsty. I'm like, all right, what you want? Some water? Man, stop playing.
That's some beer. That's either beer. My uncle, when he said that shit, he wants some beer.
Nah, they were drinking straight liquor. They had half a pints and fifths. Like they got
he used to keep a little shooter. When he thirsty, he want a little beer, then he'd take him a little swig, he good to go.
Yep. That's it. They want some drink. And that's how, man, you buy it for them once, you better do it. That's why I say I always get them some right before I go home. Because if you do that on day one, you're going to be stuck with them for the rest of the your trip. I was like,
rest of the goddamn week, you got to buy it. They looking for it.
Yeah. As soon as they see you every time, hey, man, what's going on, cuz? How you doing, man? Hey, man, what you doing, man? I'll be like, look, man, here's $5. Go.
Yeah. Stop acting so excited to see me, nigga. Go on.
Yeah, I already know. They patting me down for liquor. What's that? You got a cooler?
He say they patting me down for liquor. Hell no. They patting me down for liquor.
It's like Cino funny as hell, probably when he drunk. I ain't had nothing to drink. I just probably need a drink this morning. Dealing with this crazy ass woman, boy. I gotta keep Cool Ranch Doritos in my house. That's the only thing keep her calm. You ain't gonna get no argument out of her when you get some Cool Ranch Doritos. She was shut right up. I'm like, Cool Ranch Doritos, how do you eat that mess?
I can't stand Cool Ranch.
I don't like it either. And I'm like, look, here, you eat it then. I got good, healthy stuff, and I don't want that. But I'm like, you done ate half my house last time. And somebody didn't get mad when I ain't got stuff in here for. I'm like, well, hold on, I live here.
They get mad when you got hell yeah. You had that one snack one time. You better have it every time.
Right. I'm like, I shop for me. You know you gonna eat half my goddamn house. Dude, I ain't never had to go back to the store like this. They were like, man, you back already, Mr. Davis? I'm like, yeah. I'm right back.
Hey man, what's your thoughts on that fella trying to get Lil Woody back incarcerated?
Who tried to do that?
That fella. I don't even want to say his name. I'm gonna take his name out my title. That one-eyed tadpole.
Oh, yeah. He trying to get little Woody locked back up. Well,
he talking about his daughter now. Called his daughter all kind of names, and after he done met the man's daughter, but this is supposed to be an activist. He's supposed to care about the kid.
Man, this dude is the biggest hypocrite you've ever seen in every aspect of the word. All that clown do is to be like, yeah, and then just going through his little skit and trying to start beef and drama everywhere. Big snitch. If he ever get caught for anything he know he gonna roll over on everybody. I'm like, why would anybody be around him? I have no idea. And these are the type of people they pick to say, oh, yeah, let's get him on our platform. Let's blow him up. I'm like, why would you want that guy? He's just another part of what makes everybody look ignorant. Then he go throw some money to it. No, he do some charity for the community. I'm like, yeah, well, if I buy somebody some shoes, and that don't give me the permission to go and act like a goddamn fool. Right. I'm like, I do charity work too, but that don't give me the right to go out and do ignorant. Now, what you gonna have them do? Speak to the kids? I'm like, yeah, don't do drugs and don't join a gang and do this. But then you out here with an AR threatening to shoot gangbangers. Like, it's just real stupid. And then anybody go near him, you asking for jail. He's doing anything to set you up. You do anything to this dude, you just give your life away.
Right. And that's why I said it don't make no sense, because it's like, since when we start giving people passes for one good deed, they can just you can give out turkeys and go slap up motherfuckers in the neighborhood. Like, that don't make sense.
Right. It just don't even make sense. I'm like, we do so much in the community, it's crazy. And now it's finna get even like worse, because the people that's out there in the game today, they so messed up behind all this stuff that's happening in the community. People are really outraged. Like, you look at Kamala Harris and stuff like that, people took that stuff to heart. That was the first time Barack Obama ever had black people like against him. He ain't never ever mess up. None while he was in the White House. As soon as he made that stuff calling out black folks, he felt real comfortable to do that. That was a mistake. Because these people, they tired of this identity politics, this identity, throw one face out there, and then people like, wait a minute now, we want something for us now. Y'all, this has been going on for 40, 50 years. Y'all cater and talk about black and what y'all gonna do when you throw a big party, but yet we seeing everybody else get money for their communities and their programs.
Yep.
We see Joe Biden, when Kamala Harris was there for 3.5 years, sit right next to Joe, black people, he got 90% of the black vote. 90%, over 90. And the fact is, you got over 90% of the black vote. They got you elected. You ain't thought about doing nothing for them. And you got her sitting up there saying, I don't want to do, am I going to do something just for the black people? No. Then got in front of Charlemagne and said, I never said that. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But the thing is every other group, and they got what they wanted out of Biden. And this is not just white folks. This was Asian people. The Asian people had a bad weekend and got a big ass check for it. And a policy. They got an Asian hate crime bill. And a weekend. So it ain't about, like, the reason why people are talking about her race is because they looking at her like, what are you going to do for our race since you said you black? People ain't caring about is you black. They care about what you going to do since you say you black.
And they don't understand that part.
Right. And people are like, look, man, you the one claiming to be black. So if you black and you went to HBCU, because, man, they love to throw that in your face. She went to Howard. I'm like, okay.
It's Chinese people go to Howard.
Right. That's right there is the biggest sticking point right there. Everybody can go there. I'm like, if you want to go to Howard, you can go to goddamn Howard University. You got the grades. You want to spend the money, believe me, they're going to take it.
I don't understand it.
Like, she was in the AKA. I'm like, and I'm supposed to trust that? I ain't trust one of them scandalous women ever in my life. I'm like, I couldn't stay at AKAs. And now I see why. And here come this AKA woman messing with my damn face. I knew it then.
They talking about Bidenomics.
Yeah, Bidenomics. Take care of every other group except for the one that helped got your ass in office. But I'm like, yep. we were the sleeping giant, and anybody who tried to wake that sleeping giant, they got in trouble. In 1996, Larry Hoover got more time added to his sentence that they already had him in there for life, didn't want to let him out for non-violent crimes, and had him just stuck in there. But they was really pissed because he was on, James Prince put him on the Ghetto Boys album. And he was talking about going to the polls, voting, and waking up that sleeping giant.
He was talking about what was he talking about?
Voting.
What was he talking about?
He was saying, man, he was talking about voting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Can you hear me? Oh yeah, he on their
album. I hear you now.
Yeah, he was on their album, and he was talking about voting. The whole time, that's all he spoke about was voting and how important was it to go rush them polls. He was like, we got to rush them polls. He's like,
that's crazy because everything I heard about him is, I'm from the South, so everything they said was he was this, he was that, and everything was negative.
Yeah, and actually he took one of his second in command, ran for office. And he had Gator in there, and he had all those gangster disciples. They were going to the polls. And Dolores Tucker, I believe her name is Dorothy Tillman. I think Dorothy Tillman, my fault. Dorothy Tillman from Chicago. She got elected by them. The gangster disciples got her winning her ward. And, yep, they changed the GDs instead of gangster disciples to growth and development, baby. RRG, that's right. Growth and development. And that's what it was about. And they went out there and rushed them polls, and they voted her in. And she started doing stuff for them in the community. She was making sure they kept her in office. Dorothy Tillman was winning every election. So that was the power of the vote. We was electing the people that we knew, and she was protecting them too. She was like doing whatever she could. Dorothy Tillman was doing it. And I was proud of him, but he was showing you the way. He was like, look, instead of going out here, banging in the streets and all that, we gonna control the polls. We got the vote. We got the people. Man, you had so many gangsters running in there hey, I'm trying to vote. Come on, y'all. We voted for Dorothy. Man, they down there campaigning for Dorothy. They wasn't slinging dope. They was slinging vote buttons and stickers. They was voting for the campaign. They saw the bigger picture. The government didn't want that.
And what year was this,
That was in 1996. And he was on the Ghetto Boys album. It started in like 95, 94, but he talked about it on the rap album, on the Ghetto Boys album, To Death Do Us Apart. Oh, I believe was it either that one or the Resurrection? It might have been the Resurrection album. But when that happened, and it was 1996, I remember that. And then they had him on there, and he left that message on there. And that's when the feds came after Jay Prince and investigated him and tried to take down Rock Lot Records. Yep, it was the Resurrection, and he took it down. So Dorothy Tillman, they came after her to get her out of office. So they wanted to get her out of politics and everybody else, man. And that was right here in Chicago.
Man, so this man got locked up for a nonviolent crime. And he was political. He was a leader of men, but they don't want that out no more.
Nah. And he's just a man just trying to come home and see his family. It's like, man, he got great grandchildren. His son been trying to get him out. I was like, man, this dude has not done a violent crime. And they was like, well, he's the leader of the big gang. He's like, man, he ain't in charge of nothing. He's separated. They moved him to a prison where he got like 23-hour lockdown. This man is like 60, 70 years old almost, pushing 60, some 70. He an old man. He just trying to get around. The only people that see him is his son and his family, direct family. He had no contact with any of them. So the thing is that they woke up the people to go to the polls. That's the sleeping giant. That's what he always called it, the sleeping giant. We the sleeping giant. They know we got that. And back then, they was glad you didn't want to vote. They was trying to repress your vote. And that's true. The Republicans knew to keep the black people out the voting. Now, because of the internet and how it's promoted now they're like, man, we might as well just try to sway them votes to come back. Our way. Let's get them on over here. Our way. Because they know black people, they go to the poll, they just naturally gonna vote Democrat. So that's why the Republicans are scared of that. So they try to discourage them from voting altogether. Now they like, all right, well, now we're going to start trying to tell them things what's going on because they got the internet. So now with the internet politics that's going on, they know how to say, hey, we talking policy. Let's start off with that. Had Kamala Harris came out talking policy, she would have been in a better position for herself. By her coming out speaking about crime bill, not all black people do crime. We don't all go to jail. That's the misconception there. So you starting off with a crime bill, and that ain't gonna influence all black people. Ooh, a crime bill. I'm gonna get excited for a crime bill. I'm like, what am I getting excited for a crime bill for? I don't do crime.
But she can't talk policy, so she got to do that. That's like one of her smartest strategies because of what she can't do.
And that's her problem. And I'm like, she didn't win. I'm like, she ran for president, and everybody black voted for Joe Biden. I'm like, y'all forget she ran against Joe Biden, and all the black folks voted for Joe. They didn't believe her then.
Right, but now the white man that she don't like or that we don't like now, you gotta vote for him.
She called him a racist when she ran against him.
He's not
Joe
racist no more.
A racist. And I'm like, she spoke, and she the one called him a racist, not us. She called that man a racist when she ran against him. Then he selected her to be his vice president. I'm like, did she give him a BJ under the table? What the hell happened?
Yeah, hell if I know.
Man,
Cino with the nice. You talking about Cino with the nice piano?
Oh yeah, got the nice piano in the back, everything, man. It's just beautiful. Man,
that's crazy though.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's how she is. Instead of talking about what she can do for black people, she would have had the black vote easy. And she came out saying, like, look, I'm going to put these policies together. She came out trying to say this stuff now. It's the same thing I said when I did the Barack Obama video. I said this whole week she's going to be pro-black. It's her pro-black week because she got to do damage control because Obama threw her in a mess. He's supposed to help. He made it work.
Yep.
And that's something that never, ever happened with him. He don't never make a mistake.
Well, he did that time.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I seen the nice guys going after him. I said, oh, shit, the guys that normally be cool, they went after Obama. Who the hell are you?
Because that was based off no information whatsoever. None that they can put the word. He made an assumption of all black men. And that was terrible. And I'm like, I have never heard a black man saying, we don't want her in there because she a woman. I've heard more white men say that than black men.
Right.
White men don't want, a lot of them don't want her up in there. And I'm like, black men, I'm like, knowing the polls show black men vote just what the black woman vote.
Why they don't give us no respect for that? Because when you look at, like you said, when you look at the numbers, you know that black men might be talking that talk, and they did it in the last election, but they still voted for the Democratic Party.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They still vote Democrat, just right along with the black woman. I'm like, the black man is right under the black woman as far as the most votes that the Democrats get. Black women is up there and black men right next to it. So it's like, what the hell are they talking about?
Shit, my cousin just was playing with my auntie the other day or yesterday, talking about she was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta go to the poll. Are you voting early?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and vote for Trump." She said, "What?" She was like, "Oh hell no, you ain't." I was like, "Oh Lord."
Oh, they'll cut you. Shoot, my mom would kill me if I did it.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Mom would take me out in a heartbeat.
That racist campaign that they ran on Trump, it worked, boy. Especially with the older generation. They think if Trump get in, Project 2025 gonna be put in and the world gonna end.
Oh, of course. That's all they see. They can't see nothing else. And when they see she went up there and I had to correct. I think that's what got the video taken down. Once I said Project 2025, and I told them where it came from. It did not come from Donald Trump. That is not his plan. It was like 120 or some odd people that worked with Trump had worked on that plan, but he never endorsed it. It's not on his campaign page as his policies. Why does she keep taking Project 2025 and saying this is what Trump want to do and Trump want to do that? I'm like, Trump has told everybody publicly, came out and denounced everything. He's like, it's never been on my platform. I've never endorsed Project 2025. Why do they keep saying it?
Right. That's a good question, though. Why do they keep saying it?
Right. And she just went on the Charlemagne show, and I think that's what got them mad. Is when I read the actual facts of the Project 2025, who was involved, everything. I did that on the video. They didn't like that. And I was like, all of a sudden,
So the actual policy got you banned.
Yeah.
Or got your video taken down.
Yep. Yeah, because the Project 2025 is a more extreme plan than Trump's plan. Exactly. There's a bunch of people putting something together. Let's imagine like you want to go do something, somebody else come up with some ideas like, man, you should do this and you should do that. It don't mean you gonna actually do it. You ain't put it on your page for your campaign page at all. So it's not even on there. So why are they saying Project 2025 is Trump's plan? Because it's outlandish. That plan that they got is so outlandish with some of the stuff they got in there, they want it out. Like the George Floyd bill. It didn't pass because some of the stuff they had in there was outlandish. No police officer in the world would want to be a cop with all the stuff they wanted in their plan. So
all the police would be locked up.
Right. Anytime you pull anybody over for anything, you're going to be in there filling out paperwork. Who going to want to go through that? Be like, I pulled him over. Why? Because, I mean, he was swerving lanes and then, you know, he got a pistol. Hey, he told you he's having a bad mental health day. He's stressed. Why don't you call an ambulance in? I'm like, well, he got a gun.
Are you trained in mental health? I know, but he got a gun. Are you a mental health specialist, though?
Right.
He got a gun. Damn it, 20 years.
I'll never forget in Chicago, a man stole a woman's purse, was running away from the cops, tripped. Well, he was in the CTA, the Chicago Transit, on the train, on the red line, right on 79th Street, runs, gets back on another train. They chased him on that train. He went on another train while it was moved, damn near finna move, gets on the train. So they get on another train and go catch him at another one on Washington Street, gets off on Washington, trying to run and go up the ramp, and he breaks his ankle on the cracked goddamn concrete in an area he's not even supposed to be in, but he cracked it because the city code said they were supposed to have that fixed. So he got arrested and breaking his ankle there. They found him. He got arrested, but he sued the city and won. And got a hell of a lot from the purse he snatched. He got a whole sum because the city was supposed to have fixed that crack that they had there. They was like, there was no sign around that crack. That thing was said to be fixed, and it wasn't. So he's suing the city for his broken ankle, and he won. He got like $250,000.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen before. That's crazy.
Stole a woman's purse and got $250,000.
Damn.
So he
That's
went to
crazy,
jail
though.
for his crime, and when he got out of jail, somebody said crime pays. Exactly.
Yeah, he was in jail smiling like a mug, man.
Yeah, he went to jail, got out. I like he got out and got his money faster than that woman got her purse back.
That's crazy.
Like Robin Williams used to say, man, these dudes out there, they steal your car and get out of jail faster than you can get another one.
Who said that?
Oh, Robin Williams. Yeah, man, Robin Williams, man, he was hilarious. Somebody steal your car and get out of jail faster than you can get another one. ain't that a bit? Test tubes, baby.
No. That, in California, they got weird laws like that in Cali where if a motherfucker trip.
Robin Harris. That's what I meant. Robin Harris, not Robin Williams. Robin Harris.
Oh, if a motherfucker trip and roll their ankle in your spot at your house and they were robbing you, they can sue you.
Yeah, if you had something that went up the code.
No, in LA, like it wasn't even up the code. Like the dude jumped the gate and like twisted his ankle, broke his ankle jumping the dude's gate, and he sued him.
Oh, well, he should have won because he was on private property and he wasn't invited. So that's a whole nother thing. See, that's why I'm like, that guy would lose because it's like, dude, why are you jumping my gate? You ain't supposed to be here. You on private property. You hurt yourself. And I didn't invite you. So that's a whole different thing. So that, like, because suing the city is easier than suing somebody who got private property. Now, if somebody, like you invited them over and you got a party and somebody like, say they get beat up at your house and they get put in the hospital, they can sue you. Now, that's a whole different thing. I've seen that happen. A dude started a fight, got his ass whooped, and then gonna sue everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All y'all. I'm taking all y'all to court. Y'all jumped me. It was like, man, that was one dude hitting you. All them knots you got on your head.
Was from one guy.
Yeah, I mean, he talked so much shit. That was the thing. He talked so much shit, KB. Like anybody would have whooped it. Then you said something to Big Mom. I'm like, dude, you gonna sit down, shut up, shut your old ass up. Don't tell that to Big Mom. Woo. I'm like, boy, he got pumpkin head. I'm like, he got hit. He probably, in his mind, he probably thought he did get jumped. Cause dude was beating him from every angle. He knocked him down, set him up, was hitting him, went behind him and started popping him in the side of the head. I like that one dude was whooping your ass.
You wanted me to put this up?
Oh yeah, this is the 30-second clip of the video with me going off on the Patreon only. The video that you guys see on here on the Patreon was the video that they didn't want you to see. I made it available for y'all to see here on the Patreon. She didn't like the video. Well, she didn't. This brown, tooth-stained, stanky bitch named Kamala Harris didn't want you to see the video. So that's the 30-second clip of the video I got up there now that's going to get me in all kind of trouble. So,
oh, Lord.
So I had just got through doing that video when I saw you was live.
Oh, boy, you're in trouble now.
Yeah, boy, I had to get that off my chest because I had just saw this. They went through this thing with the video again this morning. I'm like, what? I wake up to this? Oh, she finna get it. And boy, she ain't gonna like that video. The name of that one is called Dear Kamala from Carcino. And Oh yeah, we went through everything with her, and I was like, you just got me started. I wouldn't even bother you.
Yeah, but you done got them people started. They finna send everybody at your channel now.
Yeah, I can see. It's gonna be a rough
They
time.
coming after me too.
That's why I'm kind of waiting till this election get over. I'm like, can y'all get this election over with already? 21 more days, so then they can go and do something and leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, so we can talk. Because she ain't gonna do nothing but go back in the basement. She ain't gonna care what nobody say then.
Exactly. Because she couldn't answer the question on Fox when they was like, well, you was there for 3.5 years. Well, what was this? Well, Donald Trump, he was running. It was like, you in the office. What the hell are you talking about? That guy from Fox, I don't know who he was, but he was prepared. She has not done an interview with Fox ever.
Yeah, like, that was hilarious.
5 years. She's avoided Fox. Whenever there was press, Trump would sit down with CNN. Trump would say, let CNN come there and get an interview. They're going to come there and do whatever they're going to do, but he'll face it. She was running from it. Now she in the grease because Obama, and I told y'all it's going to be pro-black week for Kamala, so she going to stand up to Fox. She finna show them. What does she do? Walk out. So that what she going to do? She supposed to be this powerful negotiator. Oh, she a powerful negotiator. She get what she want. I'm like, why? How? Laying on her back? And when that don't work, she walk out. So she tried to overtalk him and didn't make a lick of sense. That's what pissed me off. That dude was like asking her basic questions. You was in there for 3 years with this man Biden. Why wouldn't you this and this and this? Well, Donald Trump was running all of this and doing this, and Donald Trump. And it's like, look, well, he wasn't in office. You was in office. And that was the same thing we said when Trump was in there. And I said, look, I don't want to hear nothing about Obama no more. You the president. It's on you now. I can't hear about what Obama did. So the same thing we said, like, you right. He in office now. That's right. So now it's the same way around. I don't understand why the Democrats can't see it that way. It's like, look, y'all got Biden in office. Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all voted the man in office that y'all wanted.
So that's the excuse party. They make all the excuses.
Yeah, over 90% voted for him. Y'all went for it. Like he said, hey, man, you're black. Like, you programmed to vote for me. When he went on Charlemagne, come on, Charlemagne, who you gonna vote for? You black.
And that's the sad reality of it is they telling you out loud that they only look at you as a little voting block and you black, so you got to do it. So they letting you know in your face what they think about you. And Charlemagne wasn't offended. Ain't nobody really offended by that, which is confusing to me.
Yeah,
that's offensive and shit.
He only got offended when other black people said, "Man, you went for that." then he's like, "Yeah, well, I was a little offended that he could just get the black vote just automatically." It was like, yeah, you should be. Like, you went over there, he asked every question, and that's why they really don't like the video, because I'll say the line of questioning Charlemagne was asking, he's asking the question wrong. I'm like, he's saying it wrong, so it sounds stupid. So he's like, they saying you said blah X, Y, and Z. I'm like, that's wrong. That's not how they said it at all. And I'm like, you saying it the question wrong to her. Of course, you're gonna be like, no, that's just misinformation. I'm like, yeah, he just created it because that is not exactly what they said. And she never will answer the question about reparations. If you say reparations, she's gonna say yes, it needs to be studied. I'll be like, studied? What's there to study? Did they tell the Jewish people we gonna study what happened in the Holocaust, or we gonna give you these billions of dollars? They just gave them the billions of dollars.
Facts.
They gave us
and everybody else that needed some money.
Right.
Asians.
Every time they ask it. Anytime black folks there, it need to be studied. What's there to study? You want to study that slavery happened? You can go back to Black History School if you want to. Just watch Roots. Go buy the DVD, pop in Roots.
Don't none of them believe in reparations, though. That's why I want to call it something else.
Right, exactly. I'm like, look, they can't afford to pay us reparations. Because if they pay black folks reparations, it's over for them. So why would they do that? Because that means they got to go out and work.
Right. They don't got to work now because they can just go off and make businesses that we got to thrive off of.
Right. I'm like, no, they'll have to work. That whole system is over. That's what I told somebody. I'm like, you work at a plant, at a factory. You know everything about the factory. You basically do all the work. They make you the manager of the place, the general manager, and all that. How you in charge of everybody else coming through. You done worked your way up there 20-some years. You general manager. The owner can come in when he won't, go golfing, do everything. He come to you for reports. Then he'll introduce you to his young son. And then next thing you know, that little kid don't know nothing about the business. 20 years later, you still there going into a retirement, and your son finna come there and work at the same place, start off working, packaging, so he can come up and one day get your job as general manager, and he working for the son who finna come in as the owner.
Man, you speaking of cold bar now, boy. They gonna flag this video.
That's
that line right there. Just that whole little thing that you just explained was so simple but cold, because it can give everybody the image of what's really going on. That's exactly what's going on. They don't work for money. They get you to work while they go golf. They go chill. They're not waking up early. They taking meetings to get more business and more employees, and they're teaching you how to work. And that's what we keep fighting for, to work for that white man, that boss man.
Yep, and you think you coming up. I'm general manager. I'm going to get another promotion with no ownership. And I was like, you got no ownership after all these years to show for it. You a battery. And all those years, 40-year battery, you getting old. Now you finna replace yourself with your son to come in there and start doing what you was doing. Bring him in. They'll let you do that. And that's how it goes. And they get a whole new fresh battery. You go to retirement, and then you still got nothing to show for. All you did is pay your bills. And that's all you was doing your whole time. Now you go to retirement, and you old. You too old to really go and enjoy it. You done spent your whole life and generation going to work, breaking your back for this man who's the boss and the owner. And now the boss's son coming in there, you complaining about him because you 30 years older than him, and he don't even care about it. He just wants y'all in there working, making sure everything's going the way it's going. And his daddy teaching him to be the owner while you teaching your son how to be a worker.
Hello.
That cycle has been going on for 50, 60 years. And while we train ourselves in our program, our mind, go get a job. White people teach their kids how to be owners and have careers.
But on every level too. Even the guy who don't go take a job as like a handyman or whatever like that don't get a job on like a construction site. I know these guys, they pull cars, they do road work, they do all that stuff on their own. They like outsource themselves. They are the job. They learn these skills and then they go figure out a way to do it on their own to get the most money.
I told you my friend did that. His baby mama that he was working for, he had a good job. And he's trained, he's working like tech, like he can install like computers and set up and all the wires, and he do all that stuff for like major companies. And he was working at CDW and working for all these other companies. And once he saw his baby mother was spending the money that he was paying for his son, because he was to take care of his son, period, anyway, because that was his kid. But when they separated and everything, she got her new boyfriend, and she started going over there living with him. She went and bought him a car with the money that was for his child support. Went and bought her boyfriend a car, a new car.
Hell no.
If for his birthday, gonna buy him a car with the money. He was like, I know. Somebody told him, like, dude, she used that money you giving for him and bought her man a car. And he lost. He's like, please tell me that didn't happen. You spent my money on that. And the judge told him, well, that car is used for transportation of your child, so ain't nothing you can do about it. Man, that ain't what that's not the verdict that came to his mind.
I quit.
Yeah, not only did he do that, he told her to return that car, and she didn't. He went over there and tore that goddamn car up. So yeah, then he quit his job. He tore the car up. He wasn't playing. He drove
Oh,
over
he
there.
went to jail about that shit.
Yeah, he did. When he got out, he went to jail. They was like, you got to pay this X, Y, and D. So, no, I don't. I'm going to file for bankruptcy. He's like, he told her, he's like, yo, you just messed up. She was like, well, you ain't going to take care of your son. You just quit your job like a fool. He's like, no, you the fool. I quit. That's it.
Nah, yeah, she fucked.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna take care of my kid because he went in, he started working at this other company. His boy told him to come work there. He's like, man, just pay me in cash. And if you pay me in cash, I'm good. I'll do all these jobs. I can go over there and take these. And what they do is they go fix clients. You know, people pay them to come over there, and he just send guys over there. They just give him the money. He was like, good, just give me the money, pay me cash, I'm good. He could just do the service himself. Hey, you need this fixed? I can fix your heating and air for you. He got his certificates and everything. He went to got his certs. He can go in there and install a computer, fix that, fix your screens, all that. He's like, man, I can just order the parts myself. So he's like,
yeah, you can't keep no dude down that got all those skills. That's why I keep trying. That's what I talked about. Because there's a shelf life to entertainment. You know, everybody get old. Rappers, singers, ball players. There's a shelf life to that. There's no shelf life on skills like that. Old men do that until their old age.
Yeah, they do. Shoot, man, down south, everybody a mechanic.
Right. So as long as you got those type of skills, you good.
Shoot. I remember my car had overheated down there. I had 5 people walking down, all of them working on the car. I'm like, they were just doing it for free. They was just looking at it. No, see, no, that's that. No, see, that one red. That number 9 out too. I'm like, oh man, they all up under the hood going to work. I'm like, damn.
My little cousin like that. He a country little motherfucker. Could have starred at anything he did. Football, basketball, whatever. No, if I let this joke go, if you see him hoop, you'll be like, damn, why this motherfucker ain't playing basketball? If you see him play football, you'll be like, why the fuck he not on somebody's football field? If you see him fix a car, you be like, why this motherfucker ain't fixing everybody's car? Like, he learned how to do everything to the point where he only like he run his own little garage, little AC service center. Like, he do everything on his own. He taught himself how to do this shit. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, why won't you go try to play sports? He like, man, I don't want to play no damn sports. I ain't with that limelight shit. He keeps saying, I ain't with that limelight shit. Just man. Country as it come, boy.
Yeah, some people like that, man. Shoot, my buddy, he sell these, like, he got these pit bulls, man. Oh, man, he had a whole farm. He had the pig. He was selling people hogs. He got some chickens. And he was an all-time, like, all-state football player, man, in college.
Yeah.
High school, college, the whole 9. He ain't want none of this stuff. I'm like, he ain't want, man. They offered him to pay him to go to they was like, man, they paying you big money, man. If you go play for Georgia. Georgia Bulldogs offer you money. Auburn wants you. He said, man, I don't want all that, man. They offer me a car, all these crazy white girls, man. He's like, man, I just want to go back to my farm, man. Get back to my trailer. Worry about my dogs. That's all he was thinking about. Who gonna have my dog? Now he make a ton of money off of just selling these pit bulls and stuff, man. Because they so expensive, and he got these other dogs that he got there that he done bred them too, and just, man, people come buy them dogs and like, man, thousands. I'm like, that cover all his rent. So all he do is sit there and run the farm.
That's why it's important to let these little people, these kids and people follow their own passion. It might be something that you see. Don't be mad at them for it. Let them follow what they want to do. Because they the one got to live the life.
Yeah. And like, people got mad at Mace. He was the #1 rapper in the world. When he walked away from it all and went and found God and all that, they was like, man, he a fake pastor. He went there. I'm like, man, if you knew what was going on in his life, all his friends was dying.
Yeah, I'm about to say that man trying to save his life.
Right. I'm like, dude, he just watched Tupac die, Biggie die. He was there when Biggie died. He just stayed at the hotel. Had he went to the party, he might have been killed too. Then he gets into trouble in New York, and then one of the guys he got in trouble with had a beef with him and was going after him and was killing his friends. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
So,
but it's always somebody else that can tell you how to live your life, because all they thinking about is the money. Yeah. Man, If it was me, I would have. Man, I would have. Now it ain't you though, and you ain't got to live in those shoes.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I say I don't want to be nobody else, because you don't never know the type of pressure somebody else got on.
Right, I never judge them. So, like when I talked to Mace, I was like, man, I never judged you off that. Whatever you want to do is okay by me, because you can't live and tell somebody else what they should have did and how they felt, and especially when it just comes to money. I'm like, we all know now money don't make you happy, because we done seen all the people get the money, and they the most unhappiest people on earth.
Exactly. Because ain't nobody around them genuine. A lot of people they don't got one genuine person around them. Soon they money low, everybody go.
Yep. That's it, everybody. And I've seen that happen quick. Like, I mean, in like seconds. Adrian Broner was the biggest star in boxing next to Floyd Mayweather. He had the flash, everything. He had 30 people behind him walking to the ring. When he lost, it was nobody was with him when he went back to the locker room. Nobody
I did see that. It was one person staring him. I think it was
somebody that quick. It was 30 of them coming to the ring. Him by himself walking back. I said, now, if that don't tell you the story right there, and that locker room was hollow, people was faking like they was upset he lost, and people like, well, I knew he was going to lose. It's like, they turned on him so fast.
Man, it seemed like everybody waiting on him to lose. Man, they talking about Kwame on ESPN. What the hell they said? Oh, hell.
Yeah. Hey, you part of history, man. You on that Kobe Bryant statue.
What I did now? He said I'm on the Kobe Bryant statue.
Yeah.
How?
You were submitted on there. You were on that team when he hit the 81, the 80, what is it, 81? Yeah. When you on that, they got you on the statue.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you on Kwame Brown's statue outside of Staples. So, yeah, you out there. You on there for life. They can't take that away from you. They got the whole roster of the people that's on there, even though they misspell people's names and everything. But yours ain't. It's on there. Kwame Brown. Shit, I was like, you are on the statue, buddy.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you on Kobe Bryant's statue. You immortalized in front of the whole world. They can't take it away from you. So it's like, look, y'all said I was nothing, but now look, I'm immortalized. I'm right there on the Kobe Bryant statue outside of the Staples Center, or what used to be the Staples.
Yeah, it's a crypto arena now.
Yep. And that's like,
I was just over there staying at the LA Live Hotel. I met the owner, Dolan, for the Clippers.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? That's his name?
You talking about Dolan?
Yeah, James Dolan or something like that. I met his security first, and then I met him.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Balmer?
Balmer, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
He do a lot of charity work. We were talking about some charity stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he do a lot of stuff in Inglewood.
He's like out and about. He ain't like them other billionaires. Steve
Ballmer.
No,
he was chilling. He was out and about. He had one security guy with him. He looked like he was enjoying life.
Yeah, that's how it is, because he became like a tech billionaire and it's like, hey, let me go and buy me a team. But
he came right up, shook my hand like it wasn't nothing. What's up, Kwame? I'm like, oh yeah. And then they told me who he was. I'm like, oh shit. He coming up, shaking my hand like he regular or something. This motherfucker owned the Clippers.
Yeah, Dolan owned the Mike. What's his name? Dolan. He owned the Knicks. That's right.
Yeah, he owned the Knicks. Bomber or whatever his name is.
Now Dolan ain't that approachable. That man got OCD.
He might have had me. He might have had the security guard whoop my ass and throw me out the little ball I was in, huh?
Yeah, shoot, like he did Charles Oakley.
There they go. They say Charles Oakley downstairs out there, but check please.
Yeah, they had Charles Oakley, man. They grabbed Oak. I'm like, they lift Oak up and carried Oak up. I was like, man, why you do Oak like that, man? Oak had a pass to be in there. He wasn't bothering nobody. Next thing you know, Oak was thrown out of there. Dolan was like, look, he is not allowed in here. And I was like,
I thought they fixed that though. I thought he allowed back now.
I don't know. I ain't seen him back. I have not seen Charles Oakley back there. Dolan ain't gonna be nowhere around. And that was funny. None of his Knicks teammates came to his aid. Now he mad at Patrick Ewing and everybody. I'm like, nobody came to your aid. I'm like, if you ever noticed that, if you so loved by your teammates, you go capping for Michael Jordan, they got you traded. They won championships once they got rid of you, Oak. They got rid of you and got Bill Cartwright, and then they started winning championships. So I was like, he do all this talking. That's why I'm like, Oak, you do all this talking. And I was like, I do believe Oak was a solid player. But I'm like, you do all this talking and defending and caping for Michael Jordan so much. It's like, we get it. You his friend. But Michael Jordan never respects you. He got you to do his dirty work. He got you on the TV talking for him. He got you doing all this craziness, but he don't respect you. And this is what Charles Barkley was trying to say. Barkley, like, you ain't just gonna disrespect me. Like, Barkley was a somebody. Oakley, you was just an enforcer. You was just a muscle.
Yeah. Your boy, Agent Zero came out and told some fabricated story.
Oh man, every week. I heard that craziness. Somebody clipped it up and they had it on there and he made up this thing like, oh, Michael Jordan come on and say, oh, you got some courage, 5 shots or something about courage. I'm like, oh, it's going to take, oh, you got some courage. Now I'm like, oh, I know. I was like, I just know. I'm like, every time the ratings are low or they ain't getting no attention because the show is so boring, like they got to go and create something. And I'm like, I like Brandon Jennings as a player. Like, I thought, like, he was way talented when he played for Oak. He was incredible out of high school. But I'm just like, dude, you done smoked yourself into a coma. What are you doing on the show? I'm
trying to figure out where would Oak and all of them be at the same place at the same time with us?
Never.
Because Gil wasn't on our team when Oak or MJ was around.
Right.
So the
never
story
been around MJ. That's what I'm
saying. So the dude was laughing so hard. I'm like, did they have a laugh button for this dumbass nigga or something? Like, this nigga don't know if this story is true or not. He don't know me, but he laughing so hard. Like, this shit is just Bible or something.
Yeah. And I
don't understand these people.
That's the problem right there, is that they say, well, he played in NBA. He played with Kwame Brown. He would know. No, he don't. That's what I'm saying. Gil, I like Gil. Oh, okay. They kicked KB off. When Gil was on the team, Michael Jordan left. Gilbert was not there when Michael Jordan got his last check or whatever, and he turned the check down and all that. Gilbert wasn't there for that. Gilbert tells that story as if he was there. He saw that story. He heard that story.
Let me ask you this. If he
you breaking up. I couldn't. You're gonna have to start it over because you were breaking up.
Oh, I said, why don't they give me that same respect when it comes to MJ and Kobe? That they feel like I should know because I was there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You would know because you've actually been in those locker rooms. You've been in the locker room with Kobe and Mike and Allen Iverson and Steph Curry. That's something that nobody can say. They ain't got a player that can say that. You think about that.
I would love to know. I would love to know where me, him, and Oakley and MJ was at the same place because that never happened. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. These cats listen to my YouTube, and what he did was that same story that he heard me say about Brendan Haywood, because he wasn't even out that night that Brendan Haywood was out. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even on the team at the time. So I don't know what night he's talking about, but I would love to know, because I didn't hang out with him at no club, or especially in Chicago. I don't know what he's talking about. But why would I need liquor to fight Oak or MJ? I wasn't even gonna fight them anyway. It was never an occasion. When I told that story of Oak flinching and finna throw the ball at me in Charlotte, and then I went over there, what did I do? I talked to him. Oak didn't come out and say, oh, he lied, this and that. I tell everything, good or bad. If it's something that would have happened, I would have told it.
Right. But then you got to say, where'd you hear that? Because you know this is false. Everything he said there, I knew it was a lie when he said Chicago. I was like, oh, Chicago. Oh, that didn't happen.
Yeah, like he took a piece of the story that he heard me say about Brendan Haywood, where goddamn Oak acted like he was motherfucking not Barry Bond. What's one of them pictures? Goddamn, what's that tall ass picture from back in the day with the long hair?
Randy Johnson. Oh, Randy Johnson.
Nah, that motherfucker was like Randy Johnson.
Big unit.
That shit hit the back of that windshield. Boom! It hit the back of that window. Man, Brendan pushed them people out the way and jumped in that goddamn car. I don't know what he's talking about. That was his man's in there.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I remember you telling that story. He's like, man, they driving off. You see Brandon here with Hayward's feet hanging out the car. He dove in head first. Man,
he told that dude, go, 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 go. Hey, look.
Oh, man.
I bring up people's names. Listen, I bring up people's names that everybody in the story can contest the story. I named people that was there. Like, ain't nothing he said ever checked out. Why won't he get Oak on the show? He done had Oak on the show. Why don't he get Oak on the show and say, well, was you and Kwame about to get into it, or MJ? He'll tell you, no, that never happened.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna get on the internet, act one way, and then in real life act another way? No, I'm the same way. I don't get aggressive with people in real life unless you put your motherfucking hands on me.
And
if you don't,
Chicago, KB. Once he said Chicago, that really threw me off. I'm like, in the Wizard days, MJ ain't going out to no club in Chicago at all. That's not gonna happen. And I was like, if anything, MJ gonna have a hotel room on the 90th floor. They gonna have a bar and everything up there. Any type of hanging out he gonna be up there. MJ ain't going to no club. No. He'll go to a restaurant and they'll close that thing down, and then it'll be a bar in there, party going on, and he has some people come over. They'll kick everybody out. MJ ain't going through none of that. I'm like, y'all don't know how MJ roll. That's the sad part. They think it's like what they would do. Like, man, we went to the club. I'm like, no, it ain't like when y'all go to the club when MJ go out. He ain't finna do that.
But he used the same little boy tactics that, he tried to pretend like we just attached at the hip, so he got to talk about me. I told you, he ain't gonna never be able to stop talking about me.
He can't.
You ain't hear me mention nothing about that dude.
Nope. But he can't because he needs you for the ratings. That's how he needed to do the show. He had to come over to create that whole controversy going back for 2 years so he can get his show. That's how he got his show. Like, remember, his channel was dead. You got him in shape and everything because he was about like 300 pounds almost, neck all popping out. And you start saying, boy, you are out of shape and fat. And then he started, I got to get back on the bike. You got him back on the bike. You got him in there working out. That dude is like, anything you say, you can get him to react. I don't know what it is that you got over here, boy, but he just feel like you control that man. Like, man, you tell him, you can say, Gil, man, you driving that old car. You know you can't afford no Porsche. This dude would go out and buy a Porsche. Just you said I couldn't get a Porsche. I got a brand new Porsche right here. It's sitting there. Now you go tell the people in the chat, I got the new car. Living in his head rent free.
Man, I don't understand it, man.
This man went out of his way to prove to me that he got another match. I was like, that's how I'm like, dude, you proving to me. I ain't got one match. But you want to prove to me that you got another.
Hey, man. Hey, man. That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, then I'm like, dog, you got everybody on the show. And that's why I'm like, Kenya Martin on another show where, you know, they put him on there, and that show way better. Because there they talk factual, and you actually got somebody they know about basketball, and they go over different events and stuff that didn't happen. But he tells the story, and he ain't getting cut off by a bunch of people in the room that just don't know anything anyway. They just inserting something. Brandon Jennings so high, he just sit there the whole show. And just and then whenever he throws something in, it don't make sense. I'd be like, man, what the hell happened to Brandon Jennings? Boy, he just been smoked himself into a coma. So it's just that whole show need to be blown up. I like that whole show. It got stale quick, and everybody was like, I don't like it because it's nothing but a hot take show. They say a whole bunch of stuff.
I thought they were doing good on there.
Takes, and they don't realize.
So they not doing good? I thought they were doing good.
No. Well, it depends on what you define as good. So the thing about the show is that they was doing good with hot takes, and that's the problem when you have a hot take show. Your clips and those 1 minute Instagram clips, those be doing great, but it ain't drawing attention to the show. They just see all these clips, and they think, that's gonna get people to watch the show. People can't watch that show more than 10 minutes before they ready to turn it off because it's boring. It's not exciting. Gil's the only one that really knows how to work the media because he just says and creates a whole bunch of stuff that be lies. But I'm like, Gil, that is not true. All the 80s players, they couldn't even dribble a basketball. I mean, he just makes any goddamn thing up. And he just piss off the older players. And then the older players will respond because most of them don't even want to say nothing. Then they end up correcting him on like Instagram. Like, look, with all due respect, we were athletic, brother. Wasn't no athletic person in there besides Michael Jordan. Of course he gonna score 40. If I was playing there, I would average 40. It's like you didn't average 40 when you played in the era you was in. So it's like, man, it's like unbelievable the type of stuff he say, but I understand it because it's Gil. So it's him. That's what he's gonna do. But his show is dying. So because it has no substance, it's nothing that's relatable. Like people could listen to you talk for hours. You don't even have to talk basketball. You talk about life and other things. With him, all he is basketball. He can't talk about nothing else. He can't talk about the news or what's going on in the world. Nobody would take him seriously because he don't do anything in the world. He's like a clickbait type guy. That's it. Cut and paste. Bland. That's why he needed you on the show. He wanted you to do it. He wanted to build everybody else around him because he's bland. Ain't nothing there. There's no substance. And that's why they just, they hot for a second and they burn out. And now that you're not mentioning them, they got to get some fire back going. They got to put another log of fire in there so they throw your name on the show. Saying, hopefully he talks about me again. And we wouldn't be speaking about him now if he didn't do that. So they trying to get some attention back to that.
Damn, I got thrown out of fucking again. So the hot takes are not making the channel blow up because I thought the hot takes bring traffic to the channel, which, that's what you do it for.
No, it brought the attention, but then it phases right out when they like, it ain't nothing really here. And then people don't pay attention. People's attention span is very short. And you see it by audience attention. Like you see on your videos, people they listen to you for 45 minutes to an hour to 30 minutes. They listen to me for about an hour. Our audience attention span, we can keep the audience captivated for long periods of time just by ourselves. He can't do that. Even when he go live, he can't because he's not interested. There's nothing there. It's bland. It's just a bunch of empty shell stuff. So he need questions. Give me questions. Somebody give me something.
Hey, Cino, man. Cino, don't say that shit, man. You gonna have him back fucking with me because I told him that before. But don't say that shit, man.
Okay. Well, with all respect to you, sir, you're bland. And I think you know it. You have nothing going on with life, really, in the real world of things. You don't with news, politics, things that like taxes. He doesn't function like that. He kind of functions, with all due respect, sir, like a child. You're like a kid in a candy store. You know, you kind of like an overgrown kid, living in your second childhood. So you're going through
now
your
watch.
second childhood.
He gonna blame me for this shit. Cino, he gonna make up a cartoon right now as we speak. Cino want to talk? I'm talking about
Yeah, he needs to, but right now it didn't jump the shark. I don't think he want to go down that road again. So, like, he was like, man, leave me alone after he did that plea on his page. Come on, man, just leave me alone, man. It's over, man. just leave me alone. I was like, all right. If you say it's over, then I was like, I wasn't messing with you until you sent that doggone junkie over there. And he was saying, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm like, all right. So the junkie stood down, and then that was it. I was like, all right, then we done. So
I ain't saying nothing. No. I'll let them just all be stupid.
Mm-hmm. Now,
they ain't making fun no more with all the lies. Like, all they got is lies and cornball shit. I don't do all that.
Right. That's the only person I really listen to is Kenya Martin, because Kenya don't do all that. That's why I'm like, Kenya Martin don't do that stuff. He's like, look, man, I'm just gonna come there and talk about what I know, and that's it. I ain't got time for dealing with stuff I don't know nothing about.
Kenya Martin will kick your ass. See, most people that kick your ass, they don't got time for all that dumb shit.
Exactly. Like, he told that story about when Captain Jack, the veteran, when he was a young dude coming in the game, and dude came in there and said, hey, man, I'm coming to give me those shoes. And Jack was like, oh, okay, you can have them. And he was like, well, I was going to take them anyway. It's veterans call. Man, Kenya Martin just jumped in, and he wasn't even talking to me. And I was like, oh, you ain't taking shit about this mother. And he was a young dude. But that's how Kmart was. Back then, you could punch a guy in the mouth and won't get suspended. It was a beautiful time. I was like, look, people get punched and they just get thrown out the game, and they'll be back the next week. I mean, next city, new town.
Yeah, his generation fucked it up for my generation, because if you scratch the motherfucker, it costs you a 182nd of your contract. I had to really think about it. Is this nigga worth 182nd of my contract? No.
Yeah, and then what killed me is they love to show these clips of you, like if somebody took a picture, like Kobe talking to you or something, maybe like, look, if Kobe was chastising him, Michael Jordan was chastising him. I was like, you don't know what was being said right there. But I'm like, Kwame Brown is a rookie. What do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Hit Michael Jordan? Are you crazy? I'm like,
they real.
The team ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Cino, they real. They would have got the Michael Jordan, told him, shut up, punk. I'll do what the fuck I want to do. Man, MJ would have had their ass on the Rancho Cucamongas in South Mexico.
Yeah, he got Rip and his homeboy off the team. I was like, boy,
listen, he used to go in the locker room and say that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have you up out of here, ho. Yeah, ho. I'm gonna get you up out of here. He would tell him. That shit was crazy, but that motherfucker was funny as shit to me.
Yeah, I was like, man, that is something else. MJ was, man, that's what got him is like, man, the guy who was like schooling MJ was talking all the trash. Rip was like, that was the other guy on the team in the scrimmage. He made fun of Jordan, like, yeah, go and sit down, old knees, or something. Like, you can't guard me, old knees. I forgot that guy name, boy. He was like, man, that was like months ago. He's like, and then in my exit meeting, he's like, MJ come walking past, like, yeah, you up out of here, and your homeboy. I got him too. He up out of here too. He's like, MJ, like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, that was him saying that. That's your boy. Yeah, your boy goes too.
Boy, he got a lot of motherfuckers up out there. Me, him, LeBron, Prophet. He got a Courtney Alexander. He got a lot of motherfuckers up out there.
It might have been Prophet when he said it. But yeah, but no, the Prophet ended up being his homeboy. But it was funny. Rip was like, hey, Mike, I ain't do nothing to you, man. He was like, he still was holding on to that. That was like months ago.
Man, that nigga don't let nothing go.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, your boy, yeah, he gone too. He up out of here too. Yeah, you and your man's gone. It was like, man, dog, what did I do, Mike? So, man, like Jack, what he told Jack? He told Captain Jack, like, shoot, you can't wear my shoes. Playing like that, you can't wear my shoes. Oh, yeah, man, he at 50. He went on the Bobcats. Him and what's his name was running off at the mouth, the star player on the team, and he had Michael Jordan. It was him, Jack, all them was on the team. Mike played on the B squad and whooped their ass. And called them the B's and everything. Get off my court, y'all, some bitches. Jack was like, he whooped our ass. I can't believe we actually lost to him. It's like we schooled us. He like, I couldn't believe it. And he told me, he was like, man, I was trying to, get the Jordan brand deal. He was like, oh, hell no, you can't even wear my shoe. Don't wear my shoe.
Playing the way you couldn't believe it, huh? You better believe it.
Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace was really feeling himself. And Mike was like, see, you play too lazy. And Mike was trying to tell him, you lazy. He got natural talent.
And the crazy thing about it is Gerald couldn't understand it, but because he one of the hardest working dudes in practice, but he do take plays off because he smoked Black and Mild.
Yeah.
He smoked the hell out of them Black and Mild before practice even started. He was smoking 2-3 Black and Mild.
Mm-hmm. And that's a problem.
The way that nigga smoked, he was like a nigga in the hood just chilling on the corner smoking Black and Mild. Whenever he wasn't hooping, he was smoking Black and Mild. I don't know how the hell he was running like that. He used to damn near about to throw up before the game until he get his second win. That first time out, that motherfucker hacking up spit, coughing, throwing up, trying to get his second win, getting Gatorade in. After he get his second win, he all right.
Yeah, man. I almost forgot you was a Bobcat too.
Yeah.
So you've been everywhere. And that's why I told people all the time. I said, if Michael Jordan hated Kwame Brown so much, like he couldn't stand Kwame, why did he say, okay, he can come play for the Bobcat?
And then they tried to give me a third contract. It was just too low.
Yeah. But that's what killed me. They try to make it like, man, he was the worst pick, dude. You can't stay. It was just like when Jalen Rose said, like, look, do you realize he tried to tell Skip and Stephen A. dumbass, look, somebody's paying him millions of dollars to play basketball. Do y'all realize that? So he look like they don't have to do anything. Somebody's paying him millions of dollars to play this game that you would play for free. They paying him millions of dollars. He's trying to get that the stick in their head. He must know something. Why would he be on the roster?
But then they had the little jerk off said, "Oh, we are." Unfortunately, they are. But unfortunately, my ass. That debunks all the dumb shit that you two little loser weirdos are saying.
Right. This is a man that actually played in the league. So he knows that position. He's like, look, I've been in the league. There's a reason I was on teams and they was paying me. And I was like, man, you ain't even played. Why are you out there? There's a reason that I'm there. They want me there because I'm helping the younger guy.
No motherfuckers don't understand that, man. They don't understand shit. SJ talking about thanks for the 3 hours of laugh.
See, anytime. Now, can anybody else that you know on these podcasts sit 3 hours and entertain you for 3 straight hours? It'd be truck drivers hitting me up like, man, I've been driving my truck, man. I'm going down here. Yo, you cracking me the hell up. So I'll be like, man, I do it for my truckers, everybody out there, man. They be going like, dude, I'm at work. Dude, like, I'm at work, man. Y'all got me getting through my job. So I was like, we can keep people entertained because we talk about life. We actually go through life. We know what it's like to be working on these jobs and doing all that. We talk about real life every day. And I'm like, these people who haven't really experienced any real life stuff at all,
they ain't
sit back
nothing.
and just talk about.
Right. They ain't experienced a damn
nothing.
thing. Because my thing is
and
this.
They just every day talk about it.
My thing is this, right? I done been everywhere, like you said. They got stories of me almost getting beat up, or I wanted to take 5 shots and beat somebody up. But I've been everywhere, and you don't have no stories about me looking no type of way at somebody, beefing with nobody, them beating me up, nothing. How is that?
Right, because they know it didn't happen. I'm like, do y'all realize that when somebody else like, yeah, he got slapped and all this, that's your boy. I'll be like, do you realize Kwame Brown is 7 feet tall? And the guy you talk about is 6'4"? I was like, you just think you just gonna slap him? And I was like, do Kwame Brown seem like the kind of man that's gonna just let a man slap him? Nothing gonna happen. I'm like, stuff was happening before he even. Right, some stuff was happening before you even got in the NBA and played in one game. You already had.
I already had a broke hand and a broke
wrist. That's why I said stuff was already happening before you even dribbled an NBA basketball.
And then after they found out some more shit, they like, oh shit, how did we not know that?
Yeah, pull that up. I sent you a link. Pull that up.
All right. Oh, I don't see it.
Oh, it ain't up there? They might have kicked it off. Hold on.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, there it is. MJ going up in there. He's like, look, I'm going to take y'all to school. They had Jason Richardson on the team. Like, man. He was like, I'm going to work with y'all one-on-one. And talking mad shit to him the whole time. He's like, he got on the 5, picked up 5, and started teaching him all about the game. And Mike is 50. And that's his former teammate, Sam Vincent. I was like, Mike had to come down there and work out with these guys to show them what they doing wrong. And cussing their ass out. But what people didn't know is Michael Jordan was about to come back and at 50 and play again.
Oh, he got that old nigga Diddy bop going right now.
Yeah.
Hey, he always activate that shit. It's over with.
Yep. And he's trying to teach him how to go. Yo, don't do that. Look at Jason Richardson trying to dribble. He ripped it right in front of him. I was like, he took all y'all down. I was like, Felton, all of them. And I was like, it's just technique. He's skilled in that position. If you let him be comfortable right there in that spot, Mike can go either way. Like he always said, what do you want, boy? Right side or left side? What do you want?
Yeah, I'm
right
trying
side
to tell you. And see, this is what I be trying to say about the difference between MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. If Kobe was still alive, well, of course, he's younger. But when Kobe get to MJ age, he'll still be able to do those same moves, if not better, because he don't abuse his body like MJ. He never abused his body. So LeBron, I don't believe he's going to be able to play ball and do those moves when he get old. He going to still be shooting threes and trying to dunk on motherfuckers.
He already old and can't do them now. He never did.
Hey, he ain't gonna never have no old man game. That nigga gonna be flying and dunking on niggas at 60 years old.
Right. He like Roy Jones. I was like, this is what happened to Roy Jones. Roy didn't have the tech. He didn't have the kind of boxing game like everybody else. He was all reflex. His thing was all reflex, and he was just dominant because he fought on a rhythm. It was like he was fighting on a string out there. He dancing, wah, 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 wah. He wasn't doing anything technically sound. So he skipped that process because he was so good. He didn't really do that. So once his reflexes slowed, he couldn't go back to the basics, stay behind the jab, work on the jab, work off the jab. He was still trying to be Roy Jones because that's all he knew. And he was getting knocked out. Because now those punches he was slipping, he was getting caught and getting knocked out left and right. It was, man, Roy knocked out again. And he was having some rough knockout. And like, man, what happened to Roy? Man, it's like he's still fast, but his reflexes ain't there. His reflexes is slow. He got old. And now he don't have the thing like Bernard Hopkins started off as a basic fighter. You know, basic one jab, hard work, grind you out. That's why he was able to last because he didn't tear his body up. Yeah. Bernard, man, went to Muslim all the way. You know, watch what he eat, and he was able to box till he was 50. You know, so now it's like, man, look at Bernard. He wasn't getting knocked out to like his last fight. That dude knocked him out the ring. He's like, yep, that's it. I'm out. Yeah. But he got knocked out the ring and said, I'm gonna stay out. He had something to fall back on. Right. Yeah, exactly. I had something to fall back on to have a career that gave me another 5, 6, 7 years in the game when I would have been out. So you got to have something to fall back on. If people with basketball IQ, Michael Jordan can't glide through the air no more and slam dunk over people. So he had to get that fadeaway. He had to get that post game. He had to work on these things. Jordan didn't have all this when he came in the league and was putting up 40. He had that athleticism, but he had a foundation because when he went to college and school, these guys was teaching him the game. And then he was getting tuned up by guys who had this stuff. And he was like, man, how is this guy torturing me like this? He was like, man, if you can get this shot down, he's like, you ain't got to worry about nobody blocking it or nothing. This fadeaway shot. The guy was tearing him up with it. You hitting that fadeaway. He's like, man, you got one shot. He's like, that's all the shot I need. Right. So Mike's like, I'm going to work on it. Yeah, he's like, man, Kareem got that hook. He's like, Kareem, man, that hook took him where? 20-some years. So he's like, shoot, you get one move down, shoot, ain't nobody can stop it. Long that ball going in that net. All you need. I don't need to do nothing else. Yep. And that's the difference, young folks. That worked out. Yep. But them young cats ain't gonna understand the difference. Absolutely. They're not gonna understand the difference. They're gonna think fall back. Right. All these young players now, they on these podcast shows. You know what they be doing? All they talking about is who threw the ball at somebody's head, doing a shoot around. Like, remember that he hit you in the butt with the ball and Oh, remember? I'm like, one podcast the dude was like, yeah, he slept with dude's girl, man. He took the girl over there, and I'm like, dude, the other guy didn't even know that. I was like, he didn't know the other guy did that till y'all said something, and y'all finna cause a fight between two players over something that y'all don't even know nothing about. Y'all didn't know how big that situation was. And I was like, y'all about to mess a whole lot of stuff up on these shows, talking too much. And that was an accident by actually Paul George made that mistake. Paul George made that mistake saying something like, yeah, and one of the girls is there. And I'm like, do you want them talking about you? You don't talk about nothing that happened with you and your thing and how you ruined the Indiana Pacers. Because I'm like, man, all we know is that player went from a star player in the NBA all-star player to just total trash once that incident happened. When he found out Paul George was allegedly messing with his woman, his whole doggone everything about him, he couldn't even play basketball no more. His whole mind was gone.
Damn. I don't feel bad for his crybaby ass because he should have lied on me. That little knock these fucking.
You see why it happened to him, though. Now you see why it happened to him. You see, like I said, his whole game went in the toilet once that happened.
A knock-kneed ass goofball. He said there and lied.
Yep. And you see why it happened to him. He said knock-kneed. Yep.
Yeah. Motherfucking knock-kneed ass goofball. I don't like that motherfucker no more. He won't right past me. I'm like, what? Man, come on, man. I can't stand when motherfuckers lie like that. And then when people done told me, like I know how to read the room. I done seen some professional athletes as I was going through the AAU tournaments and all that. If they was hurrying up, getting to a car, if they was with a group of people, I wasn't asking them for nothing. I wasn't trying to get them to break stride. I knew they was busy. Go ahead and do your thing. But if you was standing still in a gym and you was talking to people and there was a moment, I would ask then. I already have it ready. But these little motherfuckers want to chase you down. Like, first of all, that didn't happen. But learn how to read the damn room.
Yeah. Exactly. I remember this woman did that. We had the charity event, and we got the athletes there, and he ain't trying to be rude, but he's got to go, When they got a hard out means that's it. Like I can't stay a minute over past this time. So their assistant said, he's got a hard out at like 3:30 because he's gonna have to catch a flight and do all this. I'll be like, all right, hard out is at 3:30. So right away, sure enough, it was like 3:30. He's hard out. He got to go no matter what. It was getting there, and then when you go, here come the parent over there that I know he's got to go, but my kid is.
It's like, always that shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's other parents here with their kids. It's like you're not your child isn't the only child that's gonna have to miss out. It's like at 3:30, you could have been here earlier. Now it's 3:30 is when he got to go. So
no, nobody else got a life or time. That's what you hear. Serve a purpose and do this for it.
She's like, well, I gotta work, and then his father is this, and she goes into this whole speech, and he's like, I'm sorry, he's got to go. So she's like, okay, great. That's a great way to treat people that support you. And I'm like, this is why this is why they didn't want to come out. Most people don't want to come out. They don't want to hear this shit. I'm like, they come in and be like, look, I'll sign something, but I don't want to meet nobody because this is where it's gonna go.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I was trying to tell SoFly that yesterday, right? She go up there and meet Tariq Nasheed. She half fucking naked. She looking all weird, head all sticking up on top of her head because he made her cam up. You know who Tariq Nasheed is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she go up on his channel. It looked like she ain't got no clothes on. We don't see no shirt, no bra strap, no nothing. So the first thing Tariq said was, hey, now, hold on now. You got clothes on, right? He was like, because I don't want to see no titty popping out of that. We on YouTube. So then she started talking, oh, I love you, instead of getting to what she was up there for. I love you. I bought everything you put out. I bought Hidden Colors. I know you from when you was the Mac. I love it. So he like, by the time she finished doing all that bullshit, he's like, okay, well, what can I help you, dear? What are you up here for, dear? She said 2 or 3 more things, and he dropped her ass down. Okay, I got to move it forward. I got to get some more people up here. Dropped her ass down. He was like, damn, she's still talking, because she was talking on the way out the damn door.
God damn. Yeah.
No shirt, no nothing. I said, why would you represent yourself and make yourself look like that? I'm like, you represent black women. You always up here talking this black woman talk, but you up here with no shirt on, creeping the hell out this goddamn man, no bra on, just looking nasty. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yep, and that's what happens right there. That's just how she is. Man, that's unfortunately, it's just she was being herself. And it never clicked in her mind that she was dressed inappropriately or anything. She was just fanned out. Had a complete fan moment.
Yep. A complete fan mode. And I asked her, I said, how do you think you made yourself look to him? Do you think he would want to meet you again? Do you think he feel like you're a good person, a nice person? I said, he probably scared as a motherfucker of you.
Don't worry, she might be out there with you with that outfit on, KB. Hey, KB, how you get so wild on all your videos? You're gonna be, oh God, you look.
Yeah, that woman there is a mess, bro.
Yeah, this one girl thought
I ain't never seen that like that. And I tried to help her for the next time. I said, if you meet someone famous, please treat them like they're normal. They don't like when you act like that. When you all jumpy and giddy like that and all weird, that's why they don't want to come around. Just be normal. I said, you would be quick. If he was to try to check you on the way you behaving, like calm down, you'll be the first one. You ain't shit, isn't that? You'll be the first one to go from idle to hating them. So don't be like that from the get-go. Just treat the person normal.
Yeah, and you be the main one. And I'm like, being around Floyd, man, I've seen some of the people just come out of their body and people you wouldn't even expect. And it's just, it's hilarious to me. I just crack up laughing. I'm like, oh boy, he always Mr. Cool, sunglasses, everything, man. Floyd came around the corner. It came in there, man. He dapped me up. He was, oh man, yeah, man. I do it, man. Yeah, I do, man. I mean, you the best thing, man. Too, man. I'm like, dude, I've never seen you smile a day in my life. You just smiling and you start talking about 1996. You gone all the way back. Man, you were, man, I know you probably remember, man, I was right there, man. I shook your hand, man. You walked past, man. I hit your glove. I know you don't remember, but I had on a red hat. I was like,
I hit your glove. That nigga talking about, hey, she talking about Kwame was so fly to strip the Marcus Houston naked. Hell, she was already stripped. We done seen her 2 times stripped. One time she blamed it on Bo. Yeah, one time she blamed it on Bo, and this time she blamed it on her damn self. I said, you can't blame Bo no more. You did the same thing that Bo did. I said, do you think you owe Bo an apology? And she should go to that Chinese restaurant she took him to and just pray in front of the restaurant.
Yeah, that happened to that Mexican she was with when she was bossing around.
Ah, shit, that Mexican got there. I wonder how tall he is, boy. Lord have mercy. She probably got that nigga tied to the closet. She said she's 6 foot tall, so she ain't no small woman.
Oh yeah, them tall women be having them Mexicans. They love a challenge. They be ready to take that big girl down.
Oh, well, shit, he could have her. Oh, he talking about free Bo. He got PTSD from where
I don't
she's
even want to picture what that look like. He said exactly. The me is a fan of So Fly.
Oh no, they need to cut that out. I'm just saying, I ain't no fan of So Fly like that. I like So fly, okay, person. She lost a little weight. I congratulate her, but she don't need to be going up there looking like that, man. Thousands and thousands of people watch Tyreek and she. All them people gonna see her come up there like that. Come on, man. Her shoulders all out and shit.
I can just imagine.
I'm in the country. Oh, I'm breaking up.
Well, I know that you was breaking up. That's why I was like, wait, okay, he coming back.
No, I'm breaking up like, okay, there you go. I'm breaking up like a motherfucker through these woods.
Oh, yeah. Man, they had...
I'll head back to Atlanta for Florida.
Oh, okay.
You say what now?
Yeah, they had...
What you say, Tino?
No, I was saying they had this... all this stuff going on about Diddy, man. The internet could convict you of anything. Boy, I'm like, Jesus Christ, he didn't kill Biggie, Tupac. He didn't he didn't do everything. Every time you look around, Diddy did something new. I'm like, God damn, boy, y'all, they don't even need a trial.
Hey, Tino, I ain't no better. I blame the outbreak in Texas and all over the world on them Diddy parties. They had 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and they ain't have one condom in sight. And you know them niggas done been through everybody, girl, all the side chicks, they done been through everybody. But however they got it, they done been through them. So at least one of the crew, and them niggas been at them Diddy parties. So the outbreak in America, I believe, can be attributed to Diddy parties.
Yeah, and remember they that lie they kept telling they had the guy choke, no joke, and all that. That guy used to he didn't finesse somebody to put them on their platform, comedy hype, and he went back to telling the story about Biggie kissing on the Transformer and all that. That was in the music video, and then that lie kept getting spreaded all around. That's a man, and Biggie was kissing a man and all that. I went and tracked down and found the person. Their cousin was on the internet and had been for years, contacted him. Choke went and blocked them, of course, and trying to say, oh, that ain't the same girl. He tells the story that was a transformer who got killed by a lover, and the name was Shamika. The real name was Shamika, and the lover killed her but that's the girl from the video, the one you see in the video right there with Biggie, and that was a man. And the Transformer. So everybody started going along with this rumor and spread it around. I went and the cousin information came to me. So I got the cousin was saying, that's my cousin. Her name is Aisha. And that's not who they say it is. She's alive and she's a woman, 100% woman, never been a man. Like it's a whole story and lie, but this just shows you what the internet does. Everybody piggybacked off this, and they were telling the same story. Like, yeah, I heard that too, and they telling the story. And they going on these podcast shows and doing just that.
So this lady P standing up. They talking about wow, the lady P standing up. What lady?
Oh, they did a scene where it was a joke. That's where the rumor started from. Because they got a scene in the video, they was making fun of they in the urinal, and then this woman go to the urinal and she pretend like she's like taking a leak standing up, and they run out the bathroom. That was just a joke they put in the music video, and then they used that, and somebody turned that to now she's a transformer because of what's happening now. And then Choke, he's a known liar, and head and spews this as the truth, but I went and investigated, and not only did I found in my investigation, I went even further with it. I found the girl. And they was like, why she ain't coming forward? I'm like, she tried to do one time, and then everybody came after. They was like, people will pay her for her story. They need to go ahead and pay her for the story then. If that's what really happened, tell her to come on out. But everybody who told this story told it wrong. Lord Jamal is nothing but a liar anyway. I don't believe nothing he said.
Oh, you think Lord Jamar lied too?
Oh, he's a huge liar.
Oh, damn.
All he does is exaggerate and lie. And I was like, I used to believe him, but that's from hanging out with Vlad too long. He tell a whole bunch of lies.
He talking about that's from hanging out with Vlad too long.
Yeah, he ain't the brand newbie in Lord Jamal no more. This dude's a liar and manipulator. I was like, dude, I didn't know you was like this. He even sat there and told a whole lie, and he said like it's the truth. And I'm like, dude, you sitting there telling this story, and it's a complete lie. Go ahead and pull that up.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. So you see him, you see Choke told this story about that girl being a man. Gene then told it. Lord Jamal then told this story. And the picture you see right there is the girl today. That's her.
Which one?
The one at the bottom in the corner. That's her. The one that played in the video. The one they tried to say was dead. That's her. Right there. Same girl. And she's a female. And her name is Aisha, not no Shamika and none of this stuff that they tried to tell you that her name is. And then now they trying to say, well, that ain't the same girl. That's the same girl. And he was, what happened to her breast? I'm like, she had a boob job, just like anybody else.
Yeah, she had breast implants. She put in some big ass breast disease.
I'm like, that's the same girl. That's her mama right there, right next to her. That's her and her mama. I found the girl. So I investigated and I found the girl. And I did the video for it. Y'all had it all wrong. But they want you now, since Choke got caught in a lie, now he want to try to say this woman, that ain't the woman. And then, no, tell her to do this, tell her to do that. No, Choke, how about this? You go dig up Shamika. Where's Shamika at? The one you said is dead, show us an obituary. We looked up the New York Press. I ain't find no Shamika that was a transformer that got killed by the man that she was with. Go dig that up. Show us Shamika. That's what you do. We showed you who the person is in the video, who you said was a man that is a complete woman, and I have been a woman her entire life. We just showed you that in that video. Now you, Choke, go ahead and show us Shamika. You go on and do it. Y'all trying to say that girl and this girl is in complete two different people. Like she would be about 50 or 60. That girl is in her 50s. She's about 50 years old. This girl here is about 18, 19 years old.
She look good to be 50 years old.
Yeah, she do.
Damn, I wasn't giving her 50. How old is her mama then? Her mama young as I don't know what then. Her mama look young.
They got good genes, like she said.
Hold on, what about it look like? Hold on, go back to the other picture. Wait a minute, dog. What I missed?
He said, go back to the other picture. Yeah,
that's a 50-year-old?
Yeah, she about 50, 49, 48.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, black don't crack.
Yeah, so now Choke trying to say that ain't the same girl. That's the same girl. Her nose ain't the same. That's the same girl.
They talking about that's a man.
It's not a man. That's a girl. That's the same girl. So Choke tried to come out and defend himself because he knew now he being exposed. So of course he come out, not the same person. He come right out. Notice the cleavage. The cleavage on the person on the video on this woman. Y'all push it. What happened? How this person in the video breast start in the middle of her chest? Duh. It's called breast implant. You can clearly see she got. Right. And then now he.
Please tell me that wasn't his only excuse, that wasn't his only excuse, was it?
Oh, he's talking about the Adam's apple. What happened to the Adam's apple? And all that. She had Adam's apple right there. That's the dude. Because she turned her neck a certain way. So he saw the Adam's apple. Then he come back again. Now after he had time to think about it, now he came up with something else. This is the gay boule trying to play damage control. Where y'all been at all these years? These goofies trying to circulate this story, trying to kill the truth that that's a transformer was the lead in Big Papa's video. Only a person with no integrity would post this to try to convince the masses this is the same person. It's the same person.
So he's saying you ain't got no integrity.
Yep. He's saying we ain't got no integrity to try to say that this person right here is the same person. That person right there.
Hey, Sino, can you get on the interview?
I wish.
Oh, she wouldn't do it?
I don't think she wants to go through this again because she tried to say something on social media and everybody jumped down her throat calling her Transformer Man and all that. So that's why I ain't even show like who she is and her identity because I don't want them to, when she want to do it, she'll do it. But she'll shut all these rumors down. But I'm like, that's a woman. But everybody likes the lie becomes legend. They just run with the lie. So now,
now I done got beat up, or they telling me Oak downstairs every time I go live. So I just told them check, please. Yeah. Every time I go live, they be like Oak downstairs. I be like check, please. Shit, I'm gonna make some check, please shirts. I'm gonna make some money off the lie.
Yeah, man. You should have a whole sweatshirt say Oak downstairs.
Yeah, Oak downstairs. Check, please.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah,
take money off the motherfucking lie.
The whole joke they did in that video is from the movie Bachelor Party. I was like, when the girl at the urinal, she standing up peeing from the dress. I was like, when they did that scene and everybody ran out, they was like, see, look, she stood up at the urinal peeing. That's a dude, man. I'm like, man, come on. I was like,
they don't know that she could have used a water bottle.
She wasn't even really peeing. She just stood up there and pretended like she was. That was a whole woman. That was another person anyway. It wasn't even the same actress that they had there. It wasn't even this lady Aisha who did that part. And the thing is that in the movie Bachelor Party, that's the famous scene in there when the dude got through sleeping with the girl or whatever. It was a dude that he thought it was a woman. She stood up at the urinal peeing. He was like crying and he ran and jumped in the shower. If that's where they got the idea for him, because that was like one of the funniest scenes of the movie. Everybody cracked up. I'm like, how did he not know that was a dude? The voice and everything. Man, we cracked up laughing.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn, everybody in the chat talking about they finna research, huh?
Yeah, go on and research it. Her cousin then came out and told everything because these people been lying for so long. She just got sick of it. And since this comedy hype the interview, they didn't brought it back up to existence.
Hey, what's up with this Vanessa story? He's saying that Vanessa was born in 82, which would make her my age, 42. And they saying Kobe was born in 78. Was she 14 at a party or 15 at a party when Kobe was there? When he was 20 at Snoop Dogg party?
They never met at a party.
Oh, they saying that he's met at Snoop Dogg's video shoot.
No, it was Kobe Bryant's video shoot.
Kobe Bryant
had a music video. Right, for his song. She was one of the dancers there. She was one of the dancers. It was 3 girls that they hired to be in his video. And then that's when they started meeting and talking to each other.
How old was she during the video?
Oh, man. She was, when was that? because she was born in 82. She was like, I think she was still in high school. Kobe was in his like first year. He was like first year in the league. I think he was like his first year in the league. So he was a rookie. And he came right out of high school. So he's like 19.
So he wasn't 20 years old because they saying he was 20 and she was 14 or 15. This is what Jaguar said on Ticket.
Let me see. Vanessa was born in what, 82, right? So Kobe is 3 years older than her. So Kobe, what I'm trying to see, when Kobe
4 years older than me. I was born in 82. I'm 42 years old.
Yeah, he was born in 78. I know that. Kobe was born in 78.
Oh, he'd be 46 going on 47 right now.
Right. So Kobe, yeah, because he died in 2020, right before the pandemic. I remember Kobe passed, and then the pandemic came shortly after, and that was in 2020. So, and he was 41 then. So yeah, Kobe be going on 46. So I know that he had to be 2 years in the league. So she was about 17 and he was about 20. So because he's 3 years older than her, going on like 4, but it depends.
No, he gotta be 4. If she was born in 82, I was born in 82.
Yeah, but it depends on what year, what part, what month in 82. So he's probably 3.5 years older than her. But he was born in 78, she was born in 82. And he was probably 20 at the time. I don't think he was 21 because he was in his first year or just finished his first year in the NBA. And because he was pro Kobe then. And she was still in high school. She was like her senior year of high school.
So she was 8. She was 18.
She was 17, but she was a senior in high school. And that's when the dad was like, hey, she got to go. So this is when the whole thing, the split with him and the dad had to go. They was friends first. And they was talking and stuff and became friends. But he ended up like they was like, had the same interests, everything. They were like best of friends. But yeah, he met her on his video shoot. Now, I don't know where Snoop Dogg came from, but no, Snoop wasn't there.
That came from Jaguar.
Yeah. Well, she found a way to include somebody else in some.
Yeah, but Snoop is saying that he introduced her to her on a video, though.
No, I don't know. Snoop lying too because they weren't on the video.
A lot of shit going on, but 20 and 17, if he started dating her and then married her at what, 19? How old was she when they got married?
She was about 20, might have been 19, 20 when they got married. I remember they met in what, 99. Kobe played 2 years. So that was like, that music video had to be, when did he make that album? Because Allen Iverson made his album Jules at the same time. So that's like 98 going on 99. And the NBA came and shut both albums down. They shut Kobe album down and they shut Allen Iverson down. Just David Stern wasn't playing.
Hey, they don't know about David
Kobe
Stern.
had spent all that money on the music. Yeah, they really don't. But yeah, they met in 1999. So whatever age Kobe was in 1999, that would do. So he had to be probably going on 20 or going on 21, depending on what part of 99 when they was filming that video.
I was in the 10th grade in 99.
Yeah. So
if she's around my age, she would have been in the 10th grade,
yeah,
10th
she
or
probably
11th.
was 17 or 18 when they met. I would say 17 more than anything.
Because I graduated in 2001. So in '99, I was in the 10th. It depends on, was it the summer or was it the school year? Because I was in the 10th going to the 11th.
Here it is, right here. 24 years ago, day one, 11/27/99. 24 years ago. That's when she had made the post. This was day one.
Yeah, she had been in the 10th grade in the summer. If she's 42, I'm 42. She had to graduate in 2001 like me.
It depends on the birthday too. You know, you got to depend. Some people are older or younger depending on when they went to school because of where their birthday around. Because I graduated I graduated at 17.
Yeah. See, I graduated at 19 right after our graduation was that summer. I was 18 throughout the school year, but I turned 19 and we graduated in 2001.
Right. See, she was born on May 5th, so I don't think her birthday came. They said her birthday is May 5th.
March, April, May.
Yeah. So she was May 5th. They met in 1999.
And we graduated in June, so her birthday or whatever, her birthday is right before graduation.
Yep. Yep. So her birthday is right before graduation.
She close to a whole 4 years away from Kobe. It's like 3 years and damn near 11 months.
About almost, real close. Because his birthday is in August, ain't it? I think.
Oh,
Kobe's birthday is in like August.
Damn.
Yeah, somebody said August 23rd. So Kobe's birthday is August the 23rd.
Mine is March 10th. But if we would have went by my Carolina records, I would have graduated at 18.
No, I didn't get held back a year, Miss Collins. It's the way the school system is. I started school early. Because of the way my birthday is, they have a cutoff date. Like if your birthday is a certain comes in at a certain time, you have to wait another school year.
That's what happened to my son. His birthday in October.
Yeah, mine in December. So anybody who's born in December, you either gonna graduate early or you was gonna be the oldest person in your class.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be the youngest person or the oldest person. And I was the youngest person in my class because my mom was like, "You going to school right now? I don't care what they talking about."
My son's mom didn't want him to be the youngest person going to college and the youngest person going through, so she chose to keep him out. She let him stay in daycare for another year, and then he went to school that next year.
Right, that's what they was doing. My mom was like, "Nah, you going to school right now." And I
went in there. People be like, "Oh, your son." When they be saying that, "Oh, you graduated late, you slow." It's like, no, you got to look at a person's birthday to know what's going on.
Exactly. I'm like, I was too smart for the school. That was my common sense level was off the charts. I remember I took the test in first grade, and that really did it. Like when they took me the kindergarten test, I didn't even know it was a test. I was like, they were just sitting there like, "What color is this?" My mom like, "You remember that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I remember that." I came up in there, they gave me a chocolate milk. I was like, "I ain't gonna forget this. Give me a chocolate milk."
Hey, SJ said her son graduated at 17, and her son birthday is in September. My daughter graduated at 17. Her 17. Her birthday is September the 1st. So it depends on what day of the month that it falls on too now.
Yeah, and that's what I said. They have a cutoff period. If you're anything from like September on down, you gotta wait until like the next year to go to school. That's how it used to be. I don't think they have that rule no more, but back then it used to be a rule. My mom fought the system because my mom worked for the government. She got that taken care of real fast. Mm-hmm. So they didn't. I think they ended up waiving that, and then you had the choice, but it wasn't your choice at the time. You had to wait. So you ain't him. I was one of the first people that didn't have to wait. My mom was like, they were telling my mom, like, well, he can't go into next year because, you know, the school thing, he'd be too young. He'd be the youngest one in the class. And so just wait till next year because he missed the cutoff date. And it was
listen, see, no, that was still in place when my son was going to school. So it got to still be a rule.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're out here in Illinois. Now it's an option. Like they said, well, he could go now if he wants, or he could just stay another year. Like if he passed the test, like we had to take tests to go into to kindergarten.
Yep, that's exactly what they did with my daughter. Like my baby mama wasn't going for that shit. She like, hell no, she ain't gonna sit out of school. Her birthday September the 1st. She like, no, that's just one fucking day. Like, no. So she going to school. So they let her take this little test, and then she passed the test, so they let her go to school.
Yeah, I was 16 in the 12th grade. That's absolutely, well, no, was that? Yeah, I was. I was 16 when I started.
Yeah, you started the 12th grade at 16, then you turned 17.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. I was 16 for about a couple of months, and that's why I look so young on my. They're like, man, look, you look young in your graduation. I'm like, yeah, I was 16, 17. So it was perfect. And then what made it interesting and made it funny at the same time was that I was telling them at the kindergarten test when I was doing it, I'm like, you really, I thought like they really needed me to tell them what color it was. I'm like, that's red, that's brown, that's black. And it's like, man, they had the triangle, square, circle thing. I'm like, okay, square, triangle, circle. I'm like, I could put this one in here if you want it to go in there. They was like, oh, his common sense level is at an all-time, like, yeah, he's good. I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking, like, this is nothing. I did more in preschool than this. Well, in first grade, everybody in the classroom, it was so, I was just like, man, there's a lot of people in here ain't going to make it. I knew that from first grade. They asked us, they wrote a sentence down, say, what do you come to school for? And it was multiple choice. That's what made it even worse. It was like to read, to learn, to listen to the teacher, or something like that. And I put to learn. Everybody in the classroom put to read. I was like, what? You come to school to read? We're in the first grade. You can stay home to read. Yeah, man, my teacher's like, I'm going to put you over here because I'm going to make a whole special section. And I'm going to put the rest of the classroom over here. I'm like, oh, don't do that. Nah, you didn't think.
See, no, they killing you. They talking about in first grade, you was judging your classmates.
You right, I was. And the teacher was, too. I went to the school where the teacher, see, y'all don't understand how school was. The teacher had the authority to tear you up. The teachers could whoop you when I went to school. See, y'all ain't had that.
No, it was still a little bit in place. When I went to elementary school, they stopped at my second or third year, like all the way up to, matter of fact, all the way up to the 5th grade. Once we got to the 6th grade, they cut that out. They had some little rule that was passed. The teachers couldn't touch you. You had to go to the guidance counselor.
Yep, they cut that rule out in like 5th grade for me. Because in anything up there, boy, these teachers, that's what they love. Man, every classroom, it was a teacher had his own special method. My first class, she had this ruler, boy, and she was like real fast with it. She just take it, she like stick your hand out all the way, and then she just be going, tearing your hand up. Kids be on the floor. She holding their wrist. Don't you dare make a fist. Keep that hand out there. She was a rapid fire, baby, with that doggone ruler. He's like, woo. She had a bad day. You better look out.
Boy, that goddamn ruler used to be a mother, boy. They hit you right on that meaty side of the inside of your hand where it's barely bruised. I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, and man, Miss Diaz, she used to slap people. And I was like, She slapped me one time, and that did it. I was like, oh, that's it. This Diaz, me and you are at war. I don't. My mama don't slap me. Now we really finna have a problem. This second grade. I'm like, oh, we finna get Miss Diaz. Ain't no doubt about it. Well, we had them thumbtacks. As soon as she got up to write on the board, I'm like, all right, this is the chance. We went and loaded that chair full of thumbtacks, and she sat right on it.
Oh man, I know they suspended y'all ass.
No, she just cried because she didn't see who did it, and we wasn't gonna tell. But now you know, you don't go slap nobody off a rumor. It was a lie. The girl gonna tell her I ran in the girl's bathroom. I didn't do run in no girl's bathroom. Like, you believe this woman? She lied. She was like, I think you lied. And don't slap me and say, now go have a seat. I was, Miss Diaz just made the biggest mistake ever.
You already got that one ready to slide around the block.
Man, right. I told you. That's how they created the black hole. Right then and there.
Damn.
Miss Diaz created the black hole.
By the first grade or the second grade?
Second grade. Yep. That's what I'm like. Yep, that did it. Miss Diaz got to get it.
Damn.
Miss Diaz has got to get it. Where are these thumbtacks at? I'm gonna load her chair full of them.
Well, we did that shit one time. The teacher gave everybody in the class Saturday school until one girl snitched on our ass.
Oh man. Yeah, we told her third grade, we had Miss Briscoe. Well, Miss Briscoe, she was like, I don't do that one ruler. She had a whole bunch of rulers. She was like, one ruler ain't gonna make it. So she had a whole rulers all stacked up and taped to give it some leverage. So it's like, yeah, it got some weight to it now. And she just started tearing them kids up. Wah, 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 wah. I'm like, man, Miss Briscoe don't play. I ain't getting hit with that. And I did.
The women had rulers, but there was this dude, he had a paddle. That nigga had a goddamn hard ass paddle. It's like I think it was what's that little sport? I just played it the other day. Fucking what is it called?
It wasn't badminton, was it?
Not badminton. What's the other one? Where they had a paddle with the balls in the hole with the holes in it.
Damn. I don't know what that's called.
The big ass paddles you use, and you got the ball. They got the little bunch of little holes in it.
I've seen
pickleball, pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah.
They had one of them big ass paddles, like a pickleball paddle, and that nigga had a smiling face on that goddamn paddle. And man, that motherfucker make you lean across that goddamn desk, and he'll wait till a day where you ain't got no jeans on, you got sweats or whatever, shorts on. That when he want to kick your ass. That nigga will paddle the shit out your ass.
Man, whooping. Yeah, and then fourth grade, I had the male teacher. That was my first male teacher, Mr. Marks. He couldn't talk to save his life. He said my name wrong the entire school year. My name was Kevin. I'm like, Kevin? He couldn't say Kevin to save his life. Kevin? I said, all right, yes, Mr. Marks. Black teacher, boy, he had a belt called the strap. And a brown leather belt called the strap. Well, if you mess up in this class, get the strap. So
get the strap.
So when get the strap came around, it's funny because that's exactly what he used to say and I was in fourth grade. Get the strap.
Damn.
Everybody in the class used to get excited when somebody's finna get a whoop. They're like, he screwed up. You finna get the strap. So he was tearing people up with that strap. And every day is about 3 or 4 going down. I'm like, man, this dude averaging about 3 or 4. I'm like, I ain't getting hit with that strap.
No, it wasn't no talking. It wasn't no talking in this dude class. He was a former military. He taught math. This motherfucker was crazy. He taught more manners than anything else. You yawn in the classroom, excuse you. Why don't you step outside so we don't got nothing to do with you yawning and making all that noise? Step outside, get yourself together, and come back in. I'm like, damn. You never wanted to yawn. Like, I'd be like, you know that little bullshit you do when you yawn? Don't do that around him, boy.
Man, I remember they got hit with that strap, man. They were so mad they stole the strap. They stole it. that stopped that. Boy, it was like, where the strap? He was looking for that strap and it wasn't there because he used to leave it right on the front of the desk as an intimidator to let you know what you was gonna get when you messed up. That thing was sitting right on that desk, like strap.
Oh, that sounds like something my brother would do, steal the whole damn strap.
Yeah, he stole that strap. He like, I ain't getting hit with this no more. Nobody getting hit with the strap. That strap was gone. And then he was like, oh, so the strap gone. Oh, you think that's gonna be it? Man, he brought in a blue leather belt, called it Heat Wave.
Damn.
He's like, now
so
this
you
is
went
Heat
from the
Wave.
strap to the Heat Wave.
Yep, strap to the Heat Wave. And when people were getting whooped, that's what we used to be saying too. Heat Wave, singing the song. Man. It's a Heat Wave. You know, that's all right. I'm gonna be singing that too. Y'all get it. I'm like, I ain't getting it at all. Man, I swear, this was the craziest time ever. I'm like, people like, man, they couldn't do that legally. I'm like, you kidding? Man, like Mr. White, I ain't have his class, but I'm like, we walk past his class, they got to get in the line. They be all lined up, and they got to drop their pants. They in their underwear getting whooped. Then the father came up there, and then they whooping them. The father whooping them with the teacher. I was like, man, this is crazy. He be, what'd he do? What'd he do? You whoop him already? Yeah, good. I'm going to get you too in the day. I'm like, it was the Wild Wild West back then, but you know what? It wasn't going to be too many problems. I'm going to tell you that right now. Problems were solved.
So you've been used to this heat wave shit, so that's why you said something about Kamala, because there's another goddamn heat wave coming for both our asses talking about that.
You damn right. Because after that Patreon video, I got it. I was going all out. Boy, I was going all out on that Patreon, boy. I let it all out this morning. And I was like, hey, Kwame Live. I was like, he up this morning. I was up at 4-5 in the morning. Let her have it.
Yeah, I normally, when I wake up like that, I normally just sit there and chill because I know all y'all be on live. But I like, shit, Cino normally be trying to head to sleep around this time. You must have had a late night. I forgot, Chicago a little, like an hour different. You usually go to sleep around 6 o'clock my time, 5:30, 6 o'clock my time. You be getting off live.
Yeah, but I did a lot yesterday, so I got a lot of sleep. And then when I'm sitting there asleep, and next thing you know, I got up because on my page, it was we had like the pre-recorded video going that we did about a week ago about Brownie. People was loving that. I'm like, man, people, y'all didn't see this? I was like, that's great. I had that running while I was like doing my thing. And then next thing you know, I'm like, man, I'm going to take a nap. I was out. So that was like probably like 11:30. I was out like right after the Brownie game. I ain't even talk about it. I was going to talk about Brownie and I'd end up passing out. So I was like, I'll do that when I got up. And when I got up, I see the Kamala video. They talking about now you got a warrant. And I'm like, wait a minute, it was approved. Y'all was supposed to be giving me the video, but now it's a warrant. Oh, okay. All right. I see how y'all want to play now. So I was like, I'm going to let her have it. That got my full attention this morning. So I went ahead and did that, man. But I was like, Kwame's up talking about Safaree, and I was like, man, that's crazy. I didn't even make a video on Safaree yet, because I was gonna reach out to him first and talk to him, because I ain't talked to him since he been with this chick. I was like, man, I told him, look, that's on y'all.
Hey, I always call him Sharif. I said, man, I gotta stop calling this dude Sharif.
That's what it looked like when you first look at the name.
Yeah, it looked like Sharif to me. I don't know why his name is not Sharif.
Yeah, I'm like Safaree. And I was like, man, he's a cool dude, man. And then all of the stuff was going on with Nicki and Big Bill and Nicki Minaj's family thinking Safaree hired me. It was all kind of craziness going on at that time. Nicki Minaj's family was getting on him like, yeah, you hired this Carcino guy. He's doing your dirty work. And all this, man, we was sitting in the back laughing and everything. Because that's how we was laughing and going over stuff.
He got in trouble.
You
got in trouble with the bars?
Oh man, yeah, I was in big trouble.
Oh hell no! I gotta let you get up off his, No,
that was back then. Now they cool with me, but to a degree. But that time, shoot, man, they couldn't stand me because I was telling them nothing but the truth. And she was like, "Oh, you got this guy Carcino working for you. Nikki gonna get on him. We gonna, man." They came out to me hard. Every video I had, they was like, "We gonna get him, Barbs."
See, there you go. You love the heat wave. You love the goddamn strap. You talking about you talking about the bar.
Yeah. Oh, it's a J.
Now, come on. Damn.
Yeah, it's a J. Right, man. Earlier about an hour ago, we showed the conversation with me and Safaree on the Instagram thing. So Safaree was trying to hook me up with the girl that Drake came in the same video. That was hilarious. I was like, dude, you trying to hook me up? Drake came in at the end trying to hook himself up, and then that was it. With Steph London, I was like, man, that bad Jamaican. I was like, thanks for the assist. He was like, you should get up with Carcino, but he was like, he's a little on the heavy side. I'm like, on the heavy side? What are you talking about? I'm like, I'm in top physical condition. What you mean I'm a little on the heavy side?
Well, you should have cried like somebody else would do. I ain't even gonna say her name, but you should have cried like her. Well, what did you say? I'm gonna get in the gym.
Yep, I was like, that's it, buddy. I'm really gonna get in the gym. Now you didn't said I'm a little on the heavy side. Why would you say that to her? Well, he was cracking up. And then Drake come in on the end of it and gonna throw his name in there.
Well, we know who won that battle.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, everything you just did just went right out the window.
Get out the way, dude. These people don't know how to drive. What did it say? I remember RuPaul came out with the first commercial in 19. What that got to do with anything? People crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about them goddamn Lakers on my other channel, cause boy, they played some good basketball without you know who. I'm just saying, Cito, I ain't saying nothing, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I was getting ready to do my Bronny video after this. I was like, I can do that because everybody like, man, you ain't talked about Bronny.
Shit, go ahead. I can come over there because I'm going right back after you then, because I got something to say about Mr. Bronny and LeBron and how Dalton Connect showed the fuck out last night.
Mm-hmm.
And AD. Boy, AD looked like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, he did.
That's the AD I'm used to seeing. The man, not deferring to nobody. That boy got all around skill.
100%.
And he's motivated to play when he got the ball in his hand. He don't even look motivated when he out there just running around, setting picks, running up and down. When he got that ball, he coming down there first side, 3-point. He felt like he looked like the man.
Yep, and then they brought Bronny in. I was like, all right, this is going to be Bronny breakout game. Boy. I can't wait to talk about that.
It was his breakout games. You know, he got career highs, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that live. But
come on, man. You can't hate on Bronny when he just got his career high, man.
Hey, I'm proud of him. They listening to you too.
So you're gonna help.
I feel like supposed to let people know you're looking for love. You would have a monsoon of top-notch men to choose from.
Hey, turn that up, you know.
I'm trying. It seems like the volume is
my
low.
haircut. You see, I'm saying my little shit.
Where are you?
I'm home.
Where's home?
Somewhere in the States, my G.
Oh, okay. D-Lo and that. What are you hiding for?
Yo, he's like a YouTuber. Look, it's a lot of people. Carcino, I wish you could add 3 people in here. You should holler at Carcino. He would be a good guy for you.
Who's Carcino?
Carcino, he's like a YouTuber. He like reviews and talks over people's video, but people like, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what he gotta say.
Oh, here. So, okay, what type of person is he? What is he like? What does he look like? I need to know, you know.
He a tall black.
Okay, I like tall guys and black guys.
He a little heavy set. He not fat, but he, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know Safaree the one who said.
You like that?
Yes.
Not that I know of.
What's your type?
Do you know what? That Snapchat. This bitch wants me to date the guy that creates Snapchat, some any white guy. But listen, I don't know. Lately, I haven't really had a type, so I've only had 2 boyfriends, and they both look different. So Snapchat.
What? It's crazy because no one's ever seen you with anybody. So when you finally get seen with someone, just get ready for what's gonna come with it.
What's gonna come with it?
A lot. You know what it is? I don't know. In America, they care more about your personal life than anything else. I don't know how it is over there in London, as far as when you in the public eye and them being so freaking nosy and you know what I'm saying. Oh, hold on. You got DJ Swole.
So all these people, right, and they talking, and she trying to find love, and who comes in the chat? The same video chat right after he's talking. He trying to hook her up with me. Here comes Drake.
You can hear me?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. What's good?
Who are you calling for?
Yo, you guys are up to no good right now.
Damn, Tino, they smiling hard as fuck, boy.
Yeah, it's over.
So what? Yeah.
They smiling hard than a motherfucker, Tino.
Yeah, it's over for me.
Disney, we can't see you. We need to know it's the real champagne right now.
Hey, pause that real quick, Tino.
Yeah.
I was talking to a chick. Pause that real quick.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to pause it. It went somewhere. All right, hold on.
Let me do the correct.
Okay, there it is.
Hey, so one of my guys got in trouble because he liked to be on Facebook and Instagram liking pictures and shit, right? So his girl caught him liking pictures, so she get all on him. He in trouble and shit. He working his way out of trouble. He find out she liking all the goddamn celebrity pictures. When they Usher standing there showing his stomach, his abs and shit, she like it. He like, wait a minute, what the fuck you doing liking all these goddamn celebrity pictures? The excuse was, oh, I ain't gonna never run into or meet these celebrities. Man, these goddamn celebrities be DMing the shit out these goddamn girls, man. Yeah. They know they easy pickings.
Yep.
You think you ain't gonna meet a celebrity.
Yeah, and she's a singer. You know, she's the girl that's right there. That's the UK rapper. She like sing, rap, and all that. Her name's Stefflon Don. So yeah, so she was out here looking, trying to find another man and find her new boyfriend, man. And Safaree's like, I'm gonna hook you up with Carcino. So man, once he did that, I'm like, dude, you threw me under the bus. I'm like, what the hell you mean? But then I'm like, Drake showed up, and that was it. Drake showed up and ended it. Showed up and hated on him. I was like, once you said Carcino, here comes Drake. And he wanted to come in there and hate, want to take everything. And I'm like, that's why Kendrick Lamar kicking his ass right now. He doing it for me. For all them years ago, you screwed me over. Don't sandbag me. Yeah, they both Jamaican. She's Jamaican living in London. There's plenty of Jamaicans in London. Oh yeah, Drake came there, is going to audition.
Wait. So I need to do the questionnaire. Okay. Can we know your age, please, for the people that don't know? Because we need over 20.
You're gonna age me right now. All right, I just turned 32.
32. Oh, that's 32 is good. We like 32. 32 is fine.
Okay, wait, no. So why should you be my man then?
Why should you be my man?
Because you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm a confident guy. Can hold my own in any room. You know. I know you for a while. We bust enough jokes together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have known each other for a while.
What else? And you know, we could cook up tune together in a stew. You know what I'm saying?
Me like him. I like him.
I can organize all your heels and your fits and your wigs for you and all them things there. You know what I'm saying?
He said he can do what?
Organize all her heels and wigs and stuff in her room.
He gonna organize her wigs.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would he do that?
Exactly. See, the weirdo behavior started a long time ago.
Man, if he wasn't Drake, and he called up a girl talking about, hey, what's up? I'm gonna organize your wigs and your hair for you. They gonna be like, what's up, bestie?
Yeah, I know. That's
nowhere in the hell.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness. So, yeah, that's how everybody who thought I was capping, like, about the whole situation, and like, why would I lie about that? That's the thing. Why would I lie about that?
Man, they say you lie about every damn thing.
I know. Then you prove it, and they still say you lie. I was like, man, how much proof do you need by now? Y'all be believing people that ain't nowhere. They be in their basement for their whole life.
Mm.
He's like, we still be thinking you can. I know, the man said my name, everything, and they still be thinking I'm lying. I was like, no, man, Nicki Minaj.
Look at SJ. SJ talking about, we still think you capping, you know.
Yeah. They just don't want me to be right about stuff. Baby, no way.
Well, when you have that effect on people, you know you're in the right lane.
Yeah, because I knew right away when he said he was going to organize her closet and do all that, the shoes and the wigs, I was out. Because I ain't going to be doing that at all.
Right.
I lost anyway. I was like, it's Drake, so I lost.
Man, that nigga Drake. And look, just imagine what a girl thinking. That's Drake, and this nigga gonna organize my closet, girl. I gotta win him.
And you notice none of the women stay with him. They go.
Hell no, they get the hell on.
Right. It's like, man, he's like, Drake had the baddest woman in the world. They're like, yeah, until he started using up their makeup, and they be like, hey, wait a minute, what my damn nail polish?
Nah, I think he might be doing that too, but to Drake's defense, he probably got too many girls to be stuck with just one of them.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Next thing you know, the nail polish mission, women get mad over that. Where's my outliner? You're going to be like, look, I'll buy you some more, bitch. You'll be like, oh, man, hell no. Women be ready to fight. Black women be ready to fight.
What are you tripping for? I bought 10 more cases. Just go look in the closet. I organized it.
Like, man, you all in my goddamn makeup. All my stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, they going to have a fit. Yeah, that's like my mom and my sister. My mom and my sister got in so many arguments. I was like, she's like, yeah, she's just difficult. When she was a teenager, I was like, of course. Now she all in your makeup, taking all your stuff. I'm like, you ain't gonna never have that problem with me. Ain't nowhere in the world touching your stuff. I don't need it. She going to school. My mom was, where's my thing? Where's my iPod thing? I'm like, you know, it's only one person in there. It could be. It ain't Dad. It's her. I'm like, she the only other female in there. My sister just be lying. I'll be like, she's a teenager. I'm like, what are you lying for? I'm like, it's only one person in this house it could be. She can't find it. And you gonna tell her she just lost it. That's when she really gonna lose it.
Right.
I'm like, Mom, don't play. You ain't gonna tell her she lost something. She ain't crazy now. Now, like, your beating gonna get worse because you keep lying to her like that. It's gonna get worse. All right. So I'm glad you guys are all caught up now. I got to get back to college football. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of those wonderful things, and go to the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon right now, you're seeing something great, but you're going to find out the whole love child story, and that's going to make you laugh to no end. I'm out.